Okay, everybody, hello. This is the stream for today. Actually, maybe I should try with the music in the background, just a bitsy bit. We had the breaking news from Trip Mirror finishing the intro. Let's just go with one more. I hope it's not too noisy. If it is, please shout at me, but I'll definitely turn the music off for the tournament itself, for the event itself. Welcome to the online GNK, also known as the Diversified Portfolio online event. Diversified Portfolio is a special event where you actually have to choose your IDs looking at points. The more popular, the more powerful, the more, prevalent IDs in the current meta are, of course, they have a higher cost, and the IDs that are less popular, played less often by fewer people that are not so powerful in the current meta, they have a lower cost. So you basically get a pool of points. You have to choose your corp and runner ID, and that's what you end up with. We have 20 competitors today, quite a big field, quite a lot of different names from many different metas. This is going to be very interesting. I just wanted to extend my my thanks to Longi and Krasty, who are from the Czech meta, and they decided to organize this together because they could no longer organize an event offline, the regular GNK, and I think this is going to be happening for the next few weeks at least. Hopefully, well, not for too long, but this actually brings a lot of lovely people together in an unexpected way, and I'm really enjoying, given all the bad things happening, I'm really enjoying what's going on with this. So really huge kudos to the organizers. I'm just going to be hopping between different windows here, so apologies if something just doesn't appear properly. We have the pairings up, so let's take a quick look at the pairings, and I'm going to maybe choose the, I don't know, I don't know which table to choose. checking what's his name, Discord for the stream requests. I think we only have a request not to be streamed from one table, which is fair enough. 20 players. This is really cool. I don't know. I'll probably just jump to table number 2, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I should be looking at JNet right now, so we're switching here. Come on, table 2, form up. In the meantime, I'm going to, of course, take a sip of the best beverage on the planet, which is hot chocolate. Yeah. Oh, casual format on table 2. I don't know if this is legal, actually. I'm sorry. Should I be joining this? Well, let's just... Whoops, it has a password. What? Do all of them have passwords? No. Yes, they do. Jeez. Okay, well, I should actually make sure that, what's the password? Found the password. Yep. So this is gonna be quite... I cannot really give you the password. Sorry. Sorry, I just have to... If they say no, I'm gonna be a bit sad, but... Awesome, we have a go. Perfect. So maybe time to cut the music off. Or just make it... Whoops. Did it just disappear from my screen? Yes, it did. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, the music playing so far was an album called Always Be Running, a Netrunner album by Trip Mirror, double P, Trip Mirror. I'm gonna be posting the URL to their profile on Bandcamp in a while. It's a cool thing that you can just get from Bandcamp for very little money. And the artists themselves are from Belfast. But anyway, we're here to play Netrunner, right? Yeah, or actually not play Netrunner, but stream it and talk about it. So I should probably jump into the mirror. Did I just say jump into the mirror? Of course, I'm Alice. I hope the audio from JNet is not going to be way too noisy. If it is, please chat, let me know what's going on. I will keep an eye on you one way or another. I'm sorry for the hopping cursor. This is actually one of the magical things about this setup. I can see my cursor in so many different ways. Or in so many different places. Woo. But yeah, I'll be taking a look at the chat as well. And yeah, I should totally fire up the extras. This is experimental. Extras on. There we go. Hopefully this is not going to be getting in your way too much. Like I said, this is still an experiment, so, well, we'll see how it works. If something looks very, very broken, I'll turn it off. So we have Milde Sorte playing as McCaffrey, the son of Cat, and GameNet on the other side by Trismegistos. Interesting, two IDs from the new era of the game, so to speak, from the Nisei era of the game, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with them, because yeah, like I mentioned before, this format, the Diversified portfolio, is all about playing the less popular IDs and experimenting a bit. And it's not about basically janky decks, it's more about you just want to maybe play unexpected things, and you will be able to do so because your opponents will probably have some ideas about that as well. But yeah, they will not expect certain things, as we're all mostly used to playing decks of a certain type in any given meta. So, well, unless you're playing Eternal, in which case, good luck. Anyway, I will not be... Oh, I should probably translate, because my knowledge of Czech is quite fun. So, oh, it's quite good. And this is quite fun, dialogue here. We have the players wondering whether the corp is playing hard-hitting news, of course. That's the question, you know, if Trismegistos is playing hard-hitting news or not. Let me win, we're on a stream. That's one of the other comments from Milde Sorte. But yeah, no, and they're wondering whether they're showing the cards or not, and they're not showing the cards, so that's okay. Or should we tell them that we can see everything? No, of course not. I'm just gonna take a very super quick look on Discord. We managed to get a bot there that counts time. So let's see if that works out. All the tables are checking in. I'm actually not going to be typing in there at all, because I don't want to annoy the people. They're trying to get organized. There's 20 people playing. Let's give them a chance. And again, noises, chocolate. Get a hot drink, people. It's delicious to have a hot drink and be warm and, you know, watch good Netrunner. This is hopefully going to be the next 2-3 hours for me, so I'm looking forward to this extremely. Okay, almost everybody ready? We have representatives from a bunch of different metas. Now the question on Discord, anyone not ready, which is a very pertinent question, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure that if somebody was not ready, they would not be able to answer. Well, no, I mean, kidding. Okay, we have 70-minute rounds, extra time because it's an online event. There might be some takebacks. Round 1 starting now. So, let's do this. As they say in Czech, začínáme. Okay. Whoops. Things hopping around. I should be alt-tabbing into things. Okay. GameNet starting with the usual. Money, some ice. Nothing special. Drawing money, some ice. R&D being open, of course you're a criminal. You probably don't have any tech to just dig into R&D straight into the first round of the game. But you do have, for example, this lovely piece of hardware, which is Paragon, which already encourages good running. So yeah, I think... Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, the path tab was trash. Sorry, I should probably change the rig layout. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna play with stacked servers. So the corp moneying up, the runner unfortunately losing the path tab, but this is what happens when you install path tabs as the criminal. If the corp doesn't switch them off, if the corp doesn't trash them for a click and 3 credits fast enough, you will be getting a lot of drip economy, and that is generally not what the core would like. Especially since GameNet's special ability is generally gaining money whenever the runner loses money during runs, or spends money during runs, and that kind of triggers itself. So GameNet would be basically not going ahead, not gaining anything in the credit race here. We have a bravado on the HQ. There's a gold farmer being rezzed, which is a very simple to go through, but a very expensive to go through piece of ice. Generally, you just have to pay and then pay some more. And yeah, GameNet, of course, makes money if that happens. Pinging R&D here to take a look. Also to take a look at their own cards. For the runner side, of course. A bit more money, which might mean HHN being drawn into right now by the corp. Who knows? Why else would you money up instead of, for example, drawing up when you had only 2 cards left? Akira's making a very good point. There's spy cams. There's many other different things that can actually apply R&D pressure as a criminal player. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what this as build could be. So, oh, we have a request to zoom in a bit. Okay, let's try this. If we're gonna zoom in a bit, maybe things are gonna explode a bit on the screen, or maybe not. Let's see. This is like being a movie director in real time. Loads of fun. I think I broke something. Oh no, actually this is not too bad. This is what happens when you do things at the same time when you should be doing some other things. But let's not worry too much. Okay, so the corp is slowly setting up their remotes. I wonder if this is going to be an acid-rich GameNet. Probably not. I mean, Daily Quest, which is a rather popular card nowadays in different NBN builds, and not only a very thematic game where if you run it as a runner, you actually gain money, and then you can trash it at a discount. If you don't run, well, then the corp is just going to make a lot of money. 3 credits is nothing to sniff at. The downside of this card being that you have to res it during your action phase. So generally when you install it, you should res it and then you kind of signal it to the runner that, hey, it's here, this is an asset, you can totally run it, get money. But maybe I won't let you because I'm going to put some ice in front of it and I will not let you know what this ice is. We have Demara as a breaker here, which is not the most efficient of breakers, so I'm wondering what other influence options are there on the table for the runner. And then we have a diversion of funds, also known as a doof. So yeah, the runner basically stating, well, you're making money off me, you know, just doing stuff and losing money, so I'm going to make you lose some money as well. It's Rashida. So, Rashida Jahim, a staple in almost any corp deck, unless your strategy, of course, does not support Never Advance. But yeah. Oh wait, sorry, that was trashed a while ago. What am I even talking about? This Sorry, I just didn't realize that the log window was not scrolling properly. It should be scrolling properly now. Okay, so here we have Econ Warfare. Okay, I think it's a kill deck. Everybody can agree that this is going to be a kill deck or a information exchange deck. No, probably a kill deck. If you're landing an HHN, yeah. Then again, the runner, this is clearly a tempo play because the runner can easily remove most of these tags, even just by clicking for credit and then triple clicking for removing the tags. But then you're staying on one tag with one card. And well, there are some cards out there that give you damage And then when you know, get enough damage with one card only in your hand, that is not gonna look good for you. Yeah, thank you for the ping, Akira. Generally, that is very true. Runner can remove 3 tags, indeed, yes. Problem is they're gonna stay on 1 with 1 card, and then, yeah. We have our own R&D, so this is just fearless at this point, I guess. You lose 3 tag. So now, high profile target or not? With 3 credits, I would bet on a high profile target. That would be quite funny. I mean, Boom being the other, of course, kill card, that's quite popular and very efficient, but you need 2 tags for this. With 1 tag, a high profile target right now would be deadly. Another HHN, okay. Indeed. All right. Thanks, Akira. Indeed, no high profile target, which was quite interesting to see. Double daily quest on the servers, so the corp definitely going for the money. Can he even break this? Can the runner, can Az even break this? Can they break that thing? Well, not really. You can bypass it though using Demara. So of course Demara's special ability is that you can trash it to bypass a piece of barrier ice, and that's exactly Gold Farmer. You just completely bypass it and you score a Beal, but with 5 tags on you. Oh, maybe this is a mid-seasons build. That's another interesting option. Although no, mid-seasons is illegal. What am I even talking about? Psychographics. Psychographics. Basically, putting as many counters, advancement counters on a card. Oh well, flatline. There we go. Somebody got a boom. Okay, that was a fast one. GG indeed. 7 turns, 14 minutes. Yeah, that was a kill deck versus a criminal that just didn't care for card draw and protection. Those things happen. Okay, let's leave the game and let's take a look if they're going to be preparing a second, the second round of this. Any second now. Yeah, the other game's still going strong. Another game probably, yeah, already turning around as well. So we have 2 tables going into their second game of the match. Will they be taking a break? I don't know. Probably not. No. Okay, so let's watch this. Hopefully the password still works. Thank you for not changing the password. So now we have, of course, the other side of the deal. We have Ian Sterling. Whoa, this is going to be interesting. Versus Sync. Wow, wow. Okay, I mean, Sync I've seen more recently than Ian Sterling, but yeah. Neo Miami Vice. Well, those quotes are quite fun. Anyway, a mulligan on the corpse side. Will the runner mulligan? Ian Sterling. Holy schmoly. Quite curious about what's going to be happening here. Actually, I haven't looked at the field at all. I'm going to do it in one of the breaks maybe, just to see what's the more or less what's the distribution of corps and runners, the different factions. Keep. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Hostile takeover. I jest, of course, not possible, but what can this be? An NGO? Chat, what do you think? What are your bets before this actually pops up? 3 Ians. Okay. A breaking news. I can side with this. Yeah, it would be a lovely breaking news. That would mean playing Eternal, and that would be just deranged. But yeah, fair enough. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mark. That your Ian, well, did kind of underperform at this current moment. Okay, we're getting an embezzle, which means, yeah, there may be some cards trashed in a sec. And indeed, well, there was an IPO and an NGO. The trash card was operations, so the IPO is out, which spells some economic issues for the corp. Then again, NGOs. Is this an agenda? What? That was a Bologna. That was, I mean, wow. Okay, yeah, why not? Bologna, if you run it and you want to steal it, costs you 5. If you score it, you get the 5 credits back. So, wow, that was quite the play. But now, the funny thing is, Ian Sterling's ability has actually been activated. So, every start of turn, Ian Sterling gets 2 credits if the corp has more agenda points than Ian. And that is the case. It's 3-0 for now for the corp. So yeah, that's basically, you know, 2 Rezekis on the table just for you. So this is not a bad idea. The sad part is basically the 10 influence. And that's about it. But other than that, it would be quite cool. So hey, maybe we should all be playing Ian Sterling. Maybe we've been doing this wrong all the time. Like, you know, who cares about Leela and who cares about 419? Like, 2 credits each turn. Think about this. Well, anyway, a current hitting the table, corporate grant. Every time the runner installs a card, the corp loses a credit. Oh, sorry, every time. First time, every turn. That's what I meant to say. Is this an agenda now? No, I mean, that would be bonkers. Come on, Ian, run it. Run it, run it, run it. You have to run it. Like, you have to contest this. Like, seriously. Yeah. There's no other choice. What is it going to be? An NGO with 1 counter? Yes. So the corp is definitely desperately fishing here for credits, but also luring the runner into running, like, you know, wasting a click generally with this move. And yeah, if only it was a June bug. Yeah, that would be quite something. That would be spectacular. But yeah, good questions. Why score it versus Ian so early? I don't know. Maybe you're flooded, but then again, you're not flooded. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen the corp's hand. The daily cast sitting the table, pinging the R&D just to take a look at what's there. Oh, MCA. Okay, MCA authority. Oh, sorry, austerity policy. What am I even talking about? Authority was the different card. Yeah. So yeah, this definitely some sort of a glaciary deck then, where you just have this on a remote and you keep clicking it, and then you of course use it at some point to score an agenda, a 5-3 from hand. If possible, if you don't get clotted, for example. So yeah, the runner prepping here to have money, but no points and no breakers on the table just yet. Which, I mean, okay, turn 5, it's not critical, but you will have to start putting pressure on the corp. Otherwise, they're just gonna, you know, start doing some more installing and advancing, and you will have to check those things as well again. And who knows, maybe it's an NGO, in which case you lose a click again, which basically slows your game down. You do have an Earthrise on the table though, so the extra draw is hopefully going to turn into some breakers or other useful cards soon. Another NGO, more money, so the corp is catching up to the runner. It still gives 2 credits every turn. Ian's special ability, 2 credits every turn because the corp is ahead on points. Okay, a book holder on the table, so sentries are no longer a good choice, unless they're Data Raven, which is fairly possible in sync. Dropping a career fair. Okay. Interesting, interesting. There we go with the remote. Will there be another MCA austerity policy hitting the table? Indeed. That's what's happening right now. We have a click on it, which means a counter, and 1 click less this turn, so only 3 clicks for the runner. But still, you get 2 credits extra, so that's basically like having a magnum opus and clicking it on a table. Okay, the rig is being built up a bit. Yeah, the runner situation is definitely way better than the corpse at this point. Money-wise, basically flow-wise, because you're getting a lot of draw. You're getting economy all the time. You have all your breakers on the table. Okay, the corp is in dire straits now, I would say. Yeah. You might be leeching their credits. Why not? But all of a sudden, exactly, you get breakers and you still have a ton of credits to spend on them, and you keep getting more credits every turn. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all the best to the corp, because a split is always a nice thing in the first round of a tournament, but this is not looking good. Even though the corp is 3 points ahead. Okay, yeah. You definitely want to contest something, and with 15 credits, might as well get rid of the MCA austerity. Sorry, Data Raven. Now that's a good res. I mean, well, it costs you money, but the runner will have to clear that tag unless they want to risk some shenanigans. I mean, okay, like if you have closed accounts and they are ahead on money. Oh yeah, right. Sync indeed. Sync is going to be tagging a lot. So they will have to pay 3 credits to remove this tag, unless they have some good cards for removing tags. Yep. So that's a tax. That's a tax. That's a tagus, maybe you could say. Okay. Bad puns aside. The corp keeps losing credits. Katie Jones on the table, so even more econ for the runner. So not only 2 credits per turn, but you can also click for storing 3 credits and then at some point just cash it all out. Preemptives to drop what back into the deck? 2 NGOs and an MCA. Sure. Which left an NGO? Well, yeah, okay. Would you go 3 NGOs in that case? I mean, MCA is kind of important probably to score out the 3-pointers. On the other hand, it's not money. But yeah, I mean, well, you need it there. You have one in the deck, so you put the other one back and you just leave one behind. Probably have another preemptive somewhere. Ian digging in the HQ, or at least trying to. There's a slot machine popping up. So yeah, of course, cards get moved around a bit. We see 3 resources. What? That means a full set of subroutines on this ice, which is going to make it slightly more expensive. Actually, not at all, because Amina doesn't care. Amina just breaks all 3 for 2. And then, well, guess what? You have to lose money because you're in a corp. And then, oh, okay, this is insult added to injury. Excuse me. But yeah, the corp is losing an SSL, which means, well, a bit of drip economy for the corp now. 9 credits incoming over the next 3 turns, most likely. But more significantly, and I think this is going to be quite an interesting situation now, quite an interesting turn of events, Ian's ability is switched off now. So the runner is not getting 2 extra credits at the beginning of their turn, because they're tied on points. That's going to probably be important because, yeah, I mean, there is a Katie Jones on the table, but you definitely want more money than the corp. Especially since they're going to be probably tagging you and taxing you on different pieces of ice here. An R&D run with the last click, risky, but apparently the corp is not willing to part with any of their 7 credits. No result of that, other than information that's hidden from us as well. I believe I may have to type in some things into the... into the chat. Is this gonna work? Oh, okay. So yeah, Ian lost the drip. What am I drinking? I was having some hot chocolate, now I'm gonna have some hot green tea. And yeah, I have actually a bot just in case. Like Akira totally knows, I'm trying to get friendlier with the bots around the world in case of a robot uprising, so that they actually treat me as a friend. So you know, I got a bot in there. Anyway, what we have is the corp getting a bitsy bit more money than the runner at this point, but the runner has the class act on the table and some credits on Katie Jones. So unless the corp starts getting more actual econ and not only the drip from SSL, yeah, the runner might be installing path taps or who knows what, and there might be some interesting things happening on the table. Let's take a look at the heap for a sec. Okay, so all career fairs are out, 2 sure gambles are out, one of the hotels. Okay, I mean, well, there we go, a path tap. That's a card, it's a criminal card. Okay, this hot tea is a bit too hot, but I have not burned any important body parts or internal organs, I hope. Diversion of funds. So yeah, now the runner is definitely behind on credits. That 2 credit drip per turn was definitely useful, but not anymore. So a diversion of funds against the slot machine, which can easily be broken for, indeed, 4 credits. Also decreasing the corp's bank account by 1 further credit from Amina. And then another 5. Yeah, that's a solid play. That's a good criminal play. I wonder what Mildasart is going to do in their turn as a response to this. We see an upcoming path tap, falsified credentials, which are probably not going to be doing much work, and bravado, which is probably going to be a good thing to run, especially when you have your breakers on the table and you need money. And you need to keep pressuring the corp, obviously. Okay. Reinforcing the remote. Comfortable lead in the bank. The interesting thing is the corp didn't pop the MCA austerity policy, but well. And yeah, good question. Why would you let slot machine fire? I don't know. Maybe there's a misclick, or maybe it was just a whim. We don't know. One of the other options for future streams will probably be during tournaments if people are interested in actually joining the table while they play, although I think that would be probably it would be a bit too much, too invasive, and you know, I wouldn't be commentating, they would be probably just talking over the stream. But this is something people can do on their own. You can just record your own games. It's a very easy setup. And yeah, we will be definitely chatting more about this in the near future, because I think it's a cool way of recording your own games or analyzing your own games and so on and so forth. Not that I would be doing this, because I'm not trying to be competitive in any way, shape or form. Another runner on HQ. The runner is definitely getting lower on econ here now, so I don't know what the plan is. And you see a hard hitting? Yeah, if you see a hard hitting, what can I say? You better get ready. So Mark's table already finished. I think you have to ask the tournament organizer on Discord. Indeed, Jessica, totally agreed. The SSL steal was very bad for the runner. It switched off their drip economy. It gave more money to the corp. Now the corp is definitely ahead on money and sitting pretty on a nice bunch of credits. Another card, advance, advance, advance. Even more advances, of course, you just pop the MCA, and there we go. That's an SSL, and this is big. This is huge now. Because you're at 6. So basically the runner is on a very tight schedule here. Even if you give them the 2 credits extra per turn, I mean, it is useful. I'm not saying it's not welcome from the runner side, I would say, but you definitely need to start doing things, criminal things. 15 minutes time left in the round, so loads of time. JNet games usually play much faster than real life games, just because everything is automated and you don't have to calculate a lot of stuff. You can just press a few buttons. Oh. Okay, see, I trust Akira way too much as a fellow TO and as a fellow Nisei member. It's like 15 minutes time. It's like, this was not actually about the time for the round. We still have about 35 minutes left in the round. Actually, that's true. Yeah, or 41 even. But there is, of course, there is an NBN card called 15 minutes. I believe every time somebody says 15 minutes, they should say 15 minutes agenda time. Just saying, you know, like, no, I'm kidding, of course. I mean, this is just me being overeager about making sure that we know that this is a timed tournament with 70 minutes per round. IPO, even more money for the corp. And a card in server 4, that remote. Yeah, what could it be? Oh, okay, the IPO is coming back. Yeah, true. Second click IPO is just saying, I don't care. Whatever you do, I just need the money right now. I don't need to install anything else. So, yeah, protecting the HQ a bit more. Now, what would happen? Okay, of course you have to contest this, especially since you have the money and everything, but from Katie. But what would happen if another slot machine? If the runner just ran R&D, just hit 3 agendas in one, right? Yeah, you really don't care about the slot machine. It's 4 credits. You make the corp lose 1 credit. It's not that crucial. But you basically get, like right now, slot machine versus Amina is kind of, I mean, it's a tax of 3 credits, fair enough. Or 4 and you have to pay 1. But yeah. We have not seen any multi-axis from the runner. Indeed, this is a very solo axis or single axis game. I'm wondering what is overrated. Slot machine or multi-axis? Anyway. Yeah, so Bookhalter doing a bit of work as well. These are 3 very, very good breakers on the table now. One makes sentries cheaper the first time, another makes the corp lose money for code gates, and then you have Crowder, which has been the breaker for barriers for a long time. And I know some people would say paperclip, but come on, like seriously. Echo chamber, so yeah, that was the 7th point. That's not happening, so that was a good read by Trismagistos. They denied the corp the winning asset agenda, and now R&D pressure. And here comes the great ancestor of many and annoying ice pieces in NBN, Tollbooth. Which is quite expensive. And still costs the runner some money too. But hey, it's a code gate. You know what happens with code gates? They get broken by Amina for 4. So the runner's definitely going to get in. Oh! Or not? Thank you for the compliment about my pronunciation of Trismegistos. I do appreciate it. Yeah, if they drew the 15 minutes now and that was a run and they could have just... That would be quite something, but I don't know. Like, it's an interesting game. I'm wondering if the players here are actually metamates or, you know, they played against each other for a while. Is that a 15 minutes? I think it's an NGO. If this is a 15 minutes, this is the biggest ruse ever, right? So like, of course I have a winning agenda in my hand and I'm going to install and double advance and I could win now, but I'm going to make you think it's an NGO so that you sweat a bit. No, of course I'm kidding. I mean, most likely a Bologna, indeed. Could be the third SSL, although, I mean, I don't know. Like, the Corp just has to, the Corp is playing for time now. The runner can get into all the servers, but they have to be careful about their money because it's not cheap. Now, with 3 clicks left and 10 credits in the bank, would you be just... Yeah, I mean, would you fire? Yeah, I mean, you can, of course, break it, but... I don't know. I mean, I don't know if one tag is dangerous here. Or, sorry, the second tag would be dangerous here. This is probably a Bologna. Yeah, Bologna. Good read. Great read, Akira. That's, yeah. That's a tie again. And a ghost branch would be just the right thing here. I totally agree, Jessica. Okay. So the runner is totally poor. And again, their drip just turned off because they tied on points. And the Corp is going to get 3 credits extra and is sitting pretty behind ice, which is, well, I mean, the remote is porous, but the toll booth is just, yeah, chill. Like, if you don't have 7 credits, you're not getting in, which is a hefty tax. I kind of assume that Jessica has a NBN deck somewhere with Ghost Branch in it. We should get that on stream so everybody can go, Ghost Branch time! Okay. And there we go, hard hitting. Hard hitting the table with some news. So now you're a runner with 4 tags on your head and you have 5 credits. And you don't have that many options of removing tags. And you're a retired spook. So the whiskey's good, but you're kind of starting to feel, you know, the experience of your years just, you know, leaning on your body. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run HQ, obviously. So you're dealing, yeah, you're definitely going to deal with the slot machine. Something is wrong here. I mean, why would they let this slot machine fire again? I don't know, maybe I'm misreading the log, but it looks as if the runner was actually letting the slot machine fire. Two click C credits, you can't get into R&D. The Corp can totally boom you off the face of the planet. However, well, the problem is You don't have the credits to pay for the toll booth, right? Yeah, indeed. So the boomerang is kind of useless, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Good point by Jessica. Letting slot machine fire costs the runner only 2 credits instead of 4. So yeah, if you give the corp money while saving your own creds, yeah, that's probably a better play. Would you? Why? Oh, sorry, this is the last click. Sorry, I for some reason I thought that the runner still has more clicks, and that's the next round already. Sorry, the next round is not going to happen for a sec. Okay. So fishing desperately for that last point. Although this being sync, I mean, yeah, you can totally just be sitting on a bunch of 3-pointers that are still in the R&D. This is probably a 6 agenda sync. And you don't care about this, yeah. I mean, but I mean, this was a good fishing attempt. Is there a 15 minutes there though? And Mark's point stands absolutely correctly. Yeah, only SSL is stealable. So you're basically hunting one agenda and at this point 24 cards. So yeah, your chances are around 1 in 24. Yeah, that's not much. That's 4%. Less than 4%. 15 minutes. Would you have 15 minutes in this? I mean, if this is a 18-point agenda, then you have 6 agendas, which are 6 3-pointers. That's 18 points. Would you have 15 minutes or not? Or would you just rely on... Oh, is that? Oh no, that must be the third Bellona then. Or anything, to be honest, because... It isn't as much. Is it still 40 cards? Well, I'm looking at the cards in the archives and the ones in R&D and the ones on the table. I think it's a 40 point. Yeah. Sync was the original Asmari, indeed. Yeah, and echo chambers, maybe one or maybe more. If you tax the runner out, which is exactly what happened here, yeah, I mean, the runner can still get through this, so the world is yours once a word, yeah. Oh, chat, folks. So you're running there, and now if it's an SSL, you lose. Sorry, you win if it's an SSL as the runner. If it's a Bellona, you just look at it and weep and cry, and you don't win. I'm betting it's a Bellona because. Unless the corpse just, you know, bluffing. Traces happen, things happen, counters happen. You don't care at this point. It's really game point one way or another. It's a Bellona, so yeah, you just have to go home and go like, I'm not rich enough for this. Stim hack time, if the runner has stim hack, that is the thing. It's the final fish. Go fish. So, things happen. Cards are shuffled around. Subroutines resolve. If they hit, oh no, HHN. Okay, so that's probably game, unless they're just gonna try and dig again and again and again. That's the only line for the runner to just try. Chances are, I mean, they can still win until they have clicks and they have the actions. They can still win. SSL. No, Tollbooth. Okay. And the last run of the game, probably HQ. I wonder why. This was a tough matchup, and yeah, I think it was an interesting game. But yeah, the corp, you could really see the moment when it swung towards the corp again. Unless this is an SSL? No, Tollbooth. Okay, so that's game. This is definitely game for sure. Triple advance, score, good game. Indeed, so Corpse win the game by actually scoring out in the second case. And by booming the runner into pieces in the first instance. Okay, so Criminals versus NBN, that's it so far. I'm gonna leave this game. And where should we jump in? Let's jump in here, huh? We have Borera on Wayland, the outfit versus Hukin, I guess? I don't know, Unreal. Let's try. I'm very bad at guessing people's pronunciation of their usernames because, you know. Oh, the game is over here as well, or something did not refresh. Yeah, something is wrong. I just jumped into the same table again. Why did this happen? Come on, do I have to refresh Jinteki? I probably have to refresh Jinteki. I'm gonna try and refresh Jinteki and then join here again and try again. Apologies for this. Those things happen. Technical difficulties at home. Table 5. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get. There we go. Whoa! Look at this barrel fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna actually ask them. I shouldn't interrupt them. I'm just gonna We jumped into a game that did not say explicitly in Discord that they don't want to be streamed. I will check again. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. So we have Kit on 28 credits, sitting on all the money in the world, and yeah, with Procon and an Armitage on the table, with Gebre Selassie on the table, with Ika on the table, and Orzeki, and we have the Corp, the outfit, with the winning agenda right now. 5 points on the table, indeed already. A heap of ice. This is gonna be interesting. We have a Thimble rig. Interesting include. The Corp has only 5 credits though, so this is the tough stuff. But actually, is the runner able to steal this? They need 1 extra card, and this is a... What's going on? This is the part where I don't remember if they die and win, or they actually die first before they get the agenda. I'm not sure. Chat, help me out. They have hands showing indeed. Ooh, this is bad. Oops. I hope nobody minds. It's 4 damage. Oh yeah, right, because I'm a silly person that doesn't do maths in their head properly. 2 meat damage and 1 additional meat damage for each advanced token, which is 2 and 2, it's 4. Yes! That is absolutely right. And they have their hands shown to the spectators. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm the only spectator, so maybe we should remind people that, well, yeah. I'm gonna type it into Discord. I'm kind of using and abusing my admin powers, but yeah, I'm gonna mention 70 people because why not? Sorry, if people are gonna be angry, they can be angry with me. Okay, last click run on this server. An interesting conundrum, because now the runner has all the money in the world to get through this. But where do they have the breakers? I'm confuzzled. They're just gonna eat the mausoleus? Oh no, there's Ngolo. Jeez, of course, the Geber Selassie obscured the Ngolo for me. I'm sorry. So yeah, the Ngolo, of course, kicking its strength up. But then there's a Surveyor. You're gonna host the Ika on it, I guess. Surveyor strength 8, not unbeatable. It's just a bunch of credits. And when you have 20 plus credits, that's not a big deal. So yeah, there goes the Ika. Oh wow, I'm sorry for the bot misbehaving. I'm probably gonna kick the bot off then. Although... yeah, there goes the game. That's it. So the Corp actually manages to eke out the victory here against the runner. Nice game. Look at the amount of credits gained by the runner here. 129. Disgusting. I mean, that's great. What a game. Yeah. Okay, let's leave the game. I think there are about 20 minutes left in the round. There are still some tables happening here, I guess. There's Baku's game still with people on it. Let's take a look. Do I have to refresh the thing again? Please no. Okay, Lost Geek versus Baku. So we have a Null. I haven't seen Null in a while. I used to play a very nice Ice Destruction deck with Null, and this looks like it. Hippo and Chisel and whatnot. Versus Saraswati Mnemonics. Interesting too. Let's scroll all the way down because we can. Okay. Again, hands showing, fair enough. Not a problem with that for me. 3 agendas on the runner side. Whoops. The Corp not looking too well here. I mean, okay, you have Engram Flushes on the table, which are very mean pieces of ice, for sure. The runner cannot afford much in that respect because they're 5 strength. Well, I mean, yeah, no. So the Engram Flush is a bit of an annoyance. However, well, if you run with an empty hand, which is what's happening right now with Null, you don't really care. And then you're playing against Jinteki, so maybe you should care about running with an empty hand. I don't know. On the other hand, the Corp has right now only 2 credits, so there's not much they can do with traps, unless it's a Breach Dome somewhere here. I don't know. Let's take a look. No Breach Domes in the bin. So Engram Flash fires for no result whatsoever, without anything impacting the game. And then unseen card. Is this a winning agenda or is it not? Or is the Breach Dome? Oh, and this game started pretty late too. I mean, let me just take a quick look. Yeah, they started this game 2 minutes ago? What? Or maybe my clock is lying or something, but if this is what they started, yeah, which round is this again? Sorry, which turn? Turn 9. Okay, they're either playing very fast or something is wrong with the game start clock, because that would mean that they only started like 2 minutes ago? Terrible silence at the table. I think, okay, Baku just, they access the card, it's like, I have to think. And then nothing happened. 0 clicks, 0 credits. The Corp is a 2 credit. This is a high stakes game, you know, like basically some people can play side games, some people can't. There was a hedge fund on top, okay. Lacoste advancing another card. And yeah, Lost Geek, the Corp here. Yeah, that's a pretty tough spot. 6 points to 0. You're probably slow rolling a 3-pointer in server 1. Then again, you're not scoring it, so I don't know. Moneying up on the runner side. Senten is definitely deadly right now, so well, yeah, there you go. You just scored a future perfect. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm not so sure. I mean, there's Angron Flush here, which... Okay, well, yeah. For one, you actually know that the Corp cannot really score this unless they... Unless it's oh, okay, it's an engine. Ooh! Oh, well... No AI is on the table, but that still is a barrier that can actually tag you and stop you if you have no money. So nasty. And you have the money to trash things like their liberated account. What? Okay. That is the question, but yeah, with 0 credits and nothing to break barriers, I believe it has to fire. So the runner gets a tag and then gets kicked out of the server. Or actually kicked out in front of the server. An interesting question. Why would you install Liberty to go to 0 and then run? True, well... Oh yeah, and Akira just cleared up my confusion about the game start. It is from... So the game start is actually per account or per person accessing the table. So the moment you access the table, you will see the game start for you in your own time. Okay, fair enough, because that would be a bit weird, like speedrunner, absolute speedrunning. Anyway, the Liberated is off the table. I wonder if that was a value play to pay 2 to trash something that had 16 credits on it. I believe so. Oof. Okay, so from a situation when you're 6-0 to a situation where you are actually pressuring the runner into making mistakes, I guess, and kind of oppressively destroying their board state, because now the runner is really, really poor. They only have 13 cards left in the stack. Yeah, I guess our arrival to this table, just, you know, our collective arrival with the stream, just turned the game around a bit. And I promise I'm going to take care of the Streamlabs bot a bit more. It's a very nice and protective bot, and I have it here not for the Netrunner folks. Maybe I should just kick it out of the table, sorry, of the chat room for streaming Netrunner, but it's there for other reasons, so yeah. Excuse me. So yeah. Another card landing in remote, which is the NGO, and another bifold, so totally like just rusing, extremely rusing the runner player here. I'm wondering if I should put some sort of a cover on the cards that people have. Probably should. I don't want to see people's cards, but then again, this is a crucial part. I mean, seeing the number of cards, that can, well, I don't know. I'll just make sure that on Discord I make a point about people's card visibility. If they're okay with that for the purpose of the stream, awesome. Then I can just delay the stream by 5 minutes or so. I don't know. Or, I don't know, just maybe make it not public. I don't know. I just record the games. But yeah. I don't think anybody's stream sniping. That would be kind of silly. This is a GNK with no prizes whatsoever, so there's basically no fun in cheating in this game, you know, or no gain either. Anyway, me rambling on about people just potentially doing things that they're probably not doing doesn't really bring anything to the table, so Let's see what happens now. The runner is a bit less poor, but 4 credits definitely don't get you into too many servers. Okay, you run HQ because you want to see if anything's there. Engram flush is annoying. However, you just beat it by the sheer force of will. You access Sadaka, which is a very nice and annoying piece of ice if you don't have an AI on the table. Or Pelangi with some counters. But yeah. What's up on Discord? I'm just going to take a very quick look. 4 rounds today. Indeed, we have still some time left. 13 minutes left in the round. There is no cut today, by the way. In case you're wondering, there is no cut. So we have the NGO, the Biovolt, 2 Biovolts. So yeah, pretty sure Lost Geek is aware of the time, and they're just playing for getting the agenda, installing it, and just rushing it out. Well, not rushing it out, but just, you know, making sure that they can get it actually out. Okay, another liberated account hitting the table. This could be problematic for the Corp. They're trying to draw into an agenda. Sorry, I'm just trying to see the text on Hyobu precog manifold. Yeah, a lot of end run effects, because generally, generally your ability allows you to do nasty things with the biovolts easier, and so on and so forth. Oh well. This is definitely an exciting ending. I'm a bit worried for the Corp because the runner can get into the R&D if they money up, or if they have enough. Yeah, if they have enough money to get paperclip on the table, that's kind of it. They do have the liberated on the table with still 8 credits on it, so probably there will be some runs happening next turn. Corp, oof. Trying really hard to draw into stuff. Would you install the Rashida? Yeah, exactly. You probably want to use the runner with a Rashida on the remote. You trash the NGO because it's kind of it's not that important right now. A Street Peddler with 3 cards on it. Just a waste and a paperclip. Ooh. So a cheaper install of paperclip is not going to be significantly strategically important, but it's a discount, so hey, why not? Unless you really want the chisel. I mean, you have also a paperclip in the bin, so you can pick and choose, basically. 10 minutes left in the round, so yeah. This has been very fun so far. I will just have to take a bio break after this. The paperclip hits the table. This is the paperclip from the bin, not from the Street Peddler. They still have a hippo, so that piece of ice is probably gonna go bye-bye to Kansas. Exactly. Yeah, there's some Marlins. Okay. Slot machine doing its thing. Resources, so that's 1 extra. 2 resources, that's 1 extra subroutine. I'm pretty sure the runner won't mind. Then again, I mean, slot machine only 3 strength because of chisel, so you can actually easily break it with Black Orchestra for 3, which makes it cheaper for you. There's a bit of thinking on the runner's side. So chat, what do you think? Who's going to win? Is this going to be the winning agenda now? Is this going to be the not winning agenda? Which is not possible, of course. I'm kind of betting on the runner because the Corp has tried drawing a lot. And with every draw, the chances to hit an actual agenda increase. Project K. Project K. What is Project K? Am I missing something? Project Kusanagi. Oh yeah, it's a 2-0. Right. Yeah, it's a 2-0. Indeed. Sorry. Yes. See, so there are certain. There's a huge diversity of the people playing this game, and basically there's a very easy distinction. You can clearly see the people who know all the cards in the pool, and that group does not include me, and it includes Akira. So. Or people who just remember all the cards by heart, basically, because I know that the card exists, I know that it has an art, but if you don't remind me about, like, I can identify it by the art, but if you don't remind me of its existence, I'll be like, what? Oh yeah, it's actually a Netrunner card. So the Rashida now is going to draw into something interesting. Okay, there's an Issei and there's an Obokata, so woof. Interesting. I would probably try and install the Issei, because the runner is in a very tough spot to actually get the Obokata. On the other hand, you want to stop them from running R&D. But yeah, down goes the Nisei, obviously. It can be scored next turn easily. Hyobu Precog Manifold. So for those of you at home, and for my own benefit as well, Hyobu Precog Manifold is generally HQ. Oh wow, that's a ruse. But yeah, no, that's... So this is a lockdown, which is a new type of events or operations, excuse-moi. It's a portable Nisei, as portable Caprice Nisei, as somebody called it once. Generally, you have to play a side game, and you can end the run if they lose it. Oh yeah, but of course, I'm a city person. You don't have to protect the R&D that much, because you have 2 Biovolts. So generally, the beautiful thing about Biovolt, and I think it's not an overpowered card, it's a very Nisei card. You have advancement tokens to end the runs anywhere you want. So you can end the run on a different server. So at this point, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if playing this on HQ was a good ruse or not. The runner is definitely trying to do a Hail Mary run here, but they're running on HQ. Wow, there are 2 counters. I think this is actually in Corp's favor now, because you have 2 Biovolts. You have 2 Biovolts, in which case you can just end the run and not worry about anything. Then you can score the Nisei. The runner is down to too few cards to steal the Obokata, and you just install advance the Obokata. But question is, how much time is left? Still enough, I would say. Okay, you're dripping money. Okay. So just top deck the Obokata, and now... Yeah, now you have the game. That's game for Corp. The runner cannot steal the Obokata because not enough cards. Exactly, you have 3 counters to stop them from making runs. Okay, they're gonna have one run. What a finish! Jeez, this is like... Yeah, this is just the runner being shut down repeatedly. And then the last run that they make might be the game. And honestly, I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed for the Corp, because that was just turning it around from being 6 points behind to maybe winning. But this is the beauty of the game. Last click, last run. Not much that you can do as a runner. Actually, I haven't checked. Oh no, this is still the same. Yeah, this is still the paperclip, chisel, wasteland, street peddler. So yeah. What a game. I'm checking the... Yeah, we have around 3 minutes left in the game. So basically that's game one way or the other. Yeah, remaining 9 points are Obokadas. So yeah, so actually you're absolutely totally right. The runner cannot win. The Corp is totally ahead here. And wow. Wow. Good point, chat. Thank you for being my extended brain power. Wow, what a game. I mean, imagine being 6 points ahead and then trying to fish for the last agenda and just not getting it. I think, from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure that the trash, so the res of the IP block and the tag and the trash of the liberated account, that was the turning point in the game. Because, yeah, what a win. Wow. That was quite an interesting thing to connect into. What a game. Very good game. I'm going to take a very quick bio break and I'll be joining you in a second. Please don't leave. I'm going to leave you with some music. I'm going to refresh this. The music is going to be quiet, I promise. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, everybody, I'm back and I can make this a bit quieter. Just as background. So we're going to go into round 2 soon. We had 5 tables with sweeps. The rest were splits. And let's take a quick look at the field. I'm actually going to make this a bit bigger because we can. So we have Acme and Lat. We have Ag Infusion and Null. We have Harpsichord. Oh geez, I want to see the Harpsichord game. I'm probably going to go into a table with Sanjay on it. Harpsichord, I haven't seen that corp in ages. Null, the outfit, Saraswati and Lat. We have seen the Saraswati in action. Jinteki Biotech and Az, GameNet Ian Sterling, Sing and Az, Jemison, Loss. Architect of Tomorrow, Akiko Nisei, Sweet, SSO Industries, another Harpsichord, 2 Harpsichords, Snoopy on Harpsichord, what is going on? Hoshiko, The Outfit and Loss, written in a very interesting way, but this is the Loss, Cider, Kid Peddler, another outfit under Sterling, and yeah, Tenon Institute, Silhouette, interesting. And Argus, there's an Argus? An Argus is probably like 5 points, right? And Harishandra, okay, Marcus and Harishandra, interesting. And Omar. Omar? Don't you just rebirth into Omar? Oh, this is probably the Omar that rebirths into Val, you know, to just make a reverse. Anyway, yeah, these are the standings so far, and the interesting. Okay, we have round 2. What did I say? I said that I want to see Sanjay on the harpsichord, which is table 3. Okay, let's try and hunt down table 3. I'm gonna kick the music. Table 3, let's take a look. Table 3, table 3, table 3. Oh yeah, first I have to check with Discord if there is everybody okay with... Yeah, okay, table 3. Let's see if the password still works. We have Trismegistus again. Okay, maybe... I mean, I would like to... Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna ask. We have GameNet and no. Let's take a quick look. If we will get a green light. Yeah. Hands invisible are gonna be fine. So you have Sanjay and Trismegistus. We've seen Trismegistus in the previous game already. But Sanjay's deck, I'm really curious about his Corp deck, so that's why I want to watch the game. I hope you don't mind. In the meantime, chat, if you... Oh, there's an As and SSO pair as well. Oops, indeed. If you want to have a particular game streamed, please let me know in the chat. You can check everything on Cobra. All the pairings are there and everything. And you know, if let's have a quick vote like on the chat. Like if you want me to, well, not a quick vote right now, but like when the next round's pairings are up, feel free to just message me saying, hey, we really want that particular table, and then I'm going to try and join it and ask the people, of course, whether they are okay with that, and I'm pretty sure they will be. But yeah. Let's see what happens here on this table. We have a mulligan on the Corp side, so the GameNet is mulligan, and we've seen this GameNet before. And we have a null. We haven't seen Sanjay's deck, but is it going to be an Ice Destruction null? Is it going to be something else? I mean, null's ability is quite straightforward. He has a built-in Faust. So once per turn, you can trash a card from your grip for -2 strength. No, Faust was trashing cards to get strength and to break subroutines. Well, this is kind of like a reverse Faust. Well, never mind. I mean, don't listen to me. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm just going to wish them good luck, and I'm going to shut up because they're going to be playing. I mean, shut up in the chat over there. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Oh yeah, actually, they haven't started the round yet because there's some issues with one of the tables, but no worries. I mean, this is just people setting up and taking it easy, which is fair enough. In the meantime, I can hear my neighbors doing some fitness. Generally, with the lockdown in Spain and people being asked to stay home all of their time if they can, of course, a lot of people started doing a lot of stuff at home, obviously, for obvious reasons, and fitness is one of those things. So yeah, we have people doing yoga. I've been doing some CrossFit-y things. I mean, of course, I don't have a CrossFit studio at home, but like I have a pull-up bar and different other things, and it's quite funny. So yeah, we're definitely trying to keep busy and healthy and active and happy as much as possible. No, really, Akira, it's fitness, like proper fitness, people trying to be fit, you know, like that happens. Anyway, the round is not starting just yet because of the timer, but I'm not going to be switching from the table. Oh yeah, start. Okay, here we go. The timer starts. Ready to go. So yeah, we're off. We're off to the races. Okay. This is what happens when you let an anarch play criminal cards. You basically lose money. Yeah. Sanjay just pulling out a doof out of nowhere with planned assault. It's like, what are you even doing here? But then things happen. And suddenly you have a turnpike, which is super cheap to res. It's only 2. And you may end up with a tag if you're not careful. So the trace fires. And in case you're wondering, like myself for a second, why Trismegista's using manual credit changes there, it's because GameNet is still not implemented. That's what it says, unimplemented here. It's gonna get implemented soon, worry not, but yeah. There are different priorities on the table for different people, and it all takes time. This is a very complicated machine, this whole website. Okay, so that was a good way of making sure that the corp doesn't have too much econ. But guess what? They have another daily quest. Whoops. Well, things happen. Dirty laundry. So you're gonna run. You're gonna get some money. Are you gonna contest that daily quest again, or are you just gonna let it fire? Whoa, hey, labor rights. Okay. Yeah, putting all your econ and the econ denial back into your stack, and then drawing 1 card extra. Labor rights, such a good card. Yeah. A bit less targeted, or way less targeted than Deja Vu, but that doesn't make it any worse. It has its own special powers too. Install double advance. I'm betting it's an NGO. Yeah. Why would you money up now, though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, yeah, I guess hacktivist. Yeah, hacktivists are a card, so they can mess up your plans. GameNet being pinged here every now and then. And there's a steal! Better Citizen Program. The first time a runner plays a run event or installs an icebreaker, you may give the runner 1 tag. Nasty. This is from the Kampala cycle, I guess. Yeah. Oh, HHN hitting the table. That's why they moneyed up, and they didn't want to get a hacktivist meeting on the table, just in case, because, you know, anarchs have anarch cards. Okay, so 4 tags, which is at this point basically an econ play, but it's strong enough because the corp is now 10 credits ahead. And again, the turnpike is not that powerful because it doesn't stop the runner at all, and the corp doesn't have any other ice at this moment on the table. Well, there goes something to bring the HQ from another diversion. So the corp is just right now playing for economy, an economical advantage. The runner could be totally hammering R&D and getting points. Sorry, not points. Well, yeah, if they score 100, but getting the counters on the turning wheel. Then again, with the corp having such a big advantage on the money and getting a Rashida out there because you didn't run it because you shouldn't have run it anyway, chances are the corp has another HHN in their hand or will be drawing into one fairly soon. And if you want to survive this, you probably want to money up first. So for now, I think the race right now is all about getting the econ on the table. But yeah, welcome back, Jessica. Indeed, Sanjay is playing and he scored a Better Citizen Program. Okay, so yeah, now the corp settling a bit more as well, preparing to, you know, maybe draw more money. Get more money, draw more cards. That's what I mean. That's probably another Rashida because the runner's on 0 creds. And basically, yeah, the corp is in a very comfortable spot right now. 16 credits. The runner is absolutely broke. You can install and not worry about much. The runner is kind of stretched for money, but yeah, I mean they're gonna be comboing off the plushies or the companions. Okay, 1 bin breaker in the bin. That planned assault was unexpected. Anyway, very horizontal play by the corp here. Wow, that's probably a Bellona. It's like Do I care about you? No, I don't. You don't have the money to do anything. I mean, why would I? So yeah, the runner really has to money up fast, and it's good that we don't see the player's hand. But yeah, it's kind of, I mean, they're probably fishing for enough money to get a sure gamble. Ooh, a mimic hitting the bin. Fair enough. I mean, why not? This is probably a Bologna or an SSL. Oh no, Bologna. I mean, Bologna was definitely a safe play, and SSL would be a very interesting ruse. It's like, you know, I give you 3 points, but then you're at 5, so maybe not a good idea. So the Corp gaining the upper hand here, gaining the money back, definitely still way ahead on money. The runner slowly trying to money up. What's a good line of play here? I'm wondering. And I'm gonna start checking different places for different ideas to know what's going on. Oh, by the way, everybody has greetings from Captain Nice. I mean, Captain Nice didn't write directly to me, but Captain Nice just showed up on Discord and said that even though he's not participating, very happy that people are playing the format. So yeah, that's quite awesome to have the originator of the format in the house. Okay, so we have another labor rights. That would be quite funny. Labor rights hitting the table and getting, of course, removed from the game. Plan to solve this, you only ensure gamble back into the stack. Keiko hitting the table, so now the plushie or the companion, I like to call it plushie because it's one of my favorite words, but yeah, it's a companion economy on the table, slowly spinning up. But again, 25 credits on the Corp, a mere 3 credits on the runner. This is looking grim for the runner, so they definitely have to keep that engine revving and get more money into the game fast. So, from the 9 cards in the heap, yeah, not that much econ. I mean, basically 1 daily cast, and that's about it. And yeah, the mining accidents are, of course, money denial or bad pubs, which the Corp denied to take. Oh, a false lead! What a read! And what a gutsy play. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna put a false lead here. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna see if you know, maybe you're not gonna run because you don't have money, right? But now the problem is the runner's at 6 credits. This is gonna be tight because I'm smelling a hard-hitting news, which is not dramatically bad in the current situation, but oh no, the Corp is maybe scoring another false lead. Econ Warfare hit. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is a combo play here, or not a combo play, but like, yeah. First of all, you advance a card, which could be anything. Another false lead! What? Yeah, I mean, right now we have 4 tags. What do you care? You care nothing. You don't care at all. It's like, yeah, you care about nothing. You're gonna run. You're gonna Stargate. You only have 3 credits though, so this is gonna be res, and this is a gold. Oh, ouch! A gold farmer is going to definitely make you just not happy. Yeah. So the runner doesn't get through it. The run ends here unless they decide to pay 3 credits, which they have 1 portion of, so to speak. But yeah, they're not getting through this. Gold Farmer is such a mean card with GameNet. Very thematic, obviously, because hey, 22 credits. I mean, the runner doesn't have. Oh, I guess that's GG. Although, who knows? I mean, it's still not over. Maybe the Corp doesn't have the boom. What was I saying? Never mind. Yeah, so oof. 14 minutes, 11 rounds. That was yeah, a very good game for the Corp because you just got ahead on the money so much. And then you could just boom the runner because, I mean, they had to run at some point and then it would just crush them. Let's wait for them to recreate the table and see the other game. And this is going to be the interesting thing because harpsichord, if I remember correctly, right? That was my plan, to get harpsichord on stream. Sorry, Jessica, things happen. Econ Warfare is a horrible card. how to put it? It's a Wayland card, and Wayland is known for being a very, well, corpy corp, so to speak. So yeah, it exists. It's a card that exists. Might be a bit polarizing, but yeah, it does what Wayland is good at. It just takes care of your money and makes sure that you regret basically doing anything against Wayland or another corp if they decide to splash it, of course. Okay, Harpsichord. I'm looking forward to this so much. And Ian's, this is a super interesting matchup. Because on one hand, you cannot steal more than one agenda, and on the other hand, you really don't want to steal that many agendas until the right moment. So you can kind of be 1 point behind the corp at most of times, like, yeah, and then just score the winning agenda. But on the other hand, Harpsichord is just gonna be, you know, I don't know. This is exciting. I'm really excited about this matchup because Harpsichord is the corp that I used to learn how to lose agendas. I used to just be very bad at playing corp and just kind of tilting almost because I would be very angry at losing agendas, you know? It's like, I'm trying to win, agendas are something I need, blah, blah, and so on and so forth. And then people would just steal my agendas, would be, terrible. And then I just decided to play Harpsichord and see if I can just learn how to live with losing agendas because they're just going to be dripping out of my hand. And that was perfect. And I had a lot of fun with Harpsichord. I lost a lot of games. I won some games. It was fun. Totally changed my mindset about playing Corp in a way. And then somebody printed Employee Strike, and that was the end of me playing Harpsichord. Anyway, a very strong start by the runner here. Even though they went low on money, which they don't really care about. They got 2 Rezekis and a Pat Tap. Like, that's brutal. In the meantime, the Corp is building up their ice situation. They put upgrade on R&D. Ian is terribly broke, cannot afford whiskey at this point. The Corp is installing ice left and right. What kind of a Harpsichord is this with so much ice? I'm just super curious, like, this is exciting. Indeed, thank you, Jessica. Boo Employee Strike. That is absolutely true. Employee Strike, a terrible card. I'm pretty sure once Employee Strike is out of the card pool, actually, well, it kind of already is. I don't even remember. I just stopped playing Harpsichord, that's it. But I will get back to it because it's such a fun idea. It's just, you know, yeah, here are my agendas. Take a look at them and take one, maybe. Like, you know, unless, of course, another thing is Film Critic, but Film Critic you can kind of play around. Employee Strike was a bit more brutal. Film Critic, you know, you can only steal so many agendas, and yeah, well, anyway, you don't even steal them, you just put them on the Film Critic. Ian moneying up a bit, 2 Pat Taps and 2 Rezekis, what a combo, that's nice. But Sanjay on Harpsichord, well, you have ice, you have very little money, but you are slowly doing things. You're, you know, you're putting cards on the table, and the runner has no idea what they are because they're not 419. They cannot pressure you into paying for revealing, so they will have to start running at some point. Question is where? Okay, we have an IP block defending HQ. Fair enough. Ian has 1 built-in link, so that's not too bad. Indeed, the trace is unsuccessful, so the runner gets through the IP block. Is there an agenda in there? That's the question. A bit more money for Ian. Explodapalooza. Ooh, interesting, because you get money from Explodapalooza as the runner as well because you have Pat Taps. But then, indeed, the Corp gets 5 credits. So you can't steal more agendas. You don't have any game-breaking cards probably in your deck right now or in your hand. So the Corp, if, for example, if this is a Beal, they can score it. Or, I mean, if this is a 3 whatever agenda, 3-1, 3-2, they can score it in server 1. But no, Sanjay says, whatever, the Explodapalooza is going to explode. It's an Explodapalooza. It just exploded 2 Pat Taps. So, yeah, fair enough. No more money from the Pat Taps for Ian. Yeah, the password to watch, sorry, session 128, it's private. For tournament people, it is so that they have kind of privacy on the tables. If you are on Discord, please talk to the organizers. They might give you the password, but it's totally up to them, and I can understand them not giving the password to everybody because basically they want to make sure that people can play the tournament without being annoyed. Not annoyed, but like, you know, disturbed, sorry. Oh, you were supposed to play. Okay, well then talk to Krasty and yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're just a bit late. Sorry for that. In the meantime, server 1 protected by Data Raven. Ian, okay, scoring that agenda again turned Ian's ability off, so the drip slowed down to only the 2 Rezekis. But there's a Beal! So 4 points, no tags. Well, this is not looking good for the corp. Why would you run though? Like, you stole a Beal, you cannot steal anything else. Do you want to trash the Crisium or whatever that is? It's a Mwanza! Ooh! Now, does this deck have snares? I mean, you're at 0 credits anyway, and you probably want the money. And they already stole a Beal, so they cannot really steal anything else. Mwanza is a very nice include. It's a very good post-Harpsichord era card that definitely works well with this kind of idea or with this kind of playstyle where you just let them access agendas multiple times and they cannot do anything because, you know, you gain cards and you gain credits for the cards that they see. So yeah, it's beautiful when the corp forces the runner to access more cards. It's like, come on, see my cards, see them now, see all of them. Would you be trashing this as the runner? That's the question. You have 7 credits. You're definitely not going to use your ability. You will be gaining some money from Paragon, and then Rezekis are going to fire next turn anyway, and so on. This costs 5 to trash. And this is the thing, like, yeah, I don't know. Chat, would you be trashing this? This deck should be playing 5/3s and punitives. Very good for Harpsichord. That's also a very good point, yeah. I mean, Harpsichord is a fun ID to play because people are not used to it anymore. And yeah, they would have to adapt to it. And there are so many new cards or cards released after Harpsichord was released, a while after Harpsichord was released, that could definitely make this ID, well, unexpected. I'm not saying tier 1 or anything because, you know, I'm not an expert in deck building for that. But it could make it interesting. It could shake things up a bit. So I'm very curious. That's why I wanted to see this Harpsichord build, just to see how it works and what it does. But yeah, no trash on the Mwanza. So the corp had a chance to money up and feel a bit more comfy here. The runner has no breakers on the table. This is quite crucial because there is still some unrest ice, so now the runner probably has to slow down a bit. I mean, they're on 4 points anyway, so it's a comfy lead. The corp has to work hard to catch up to that right now. So yeah, the runner definitely has the time to money up a bit and play a diversion of funds. I mean, okay, yeah, you deny the corp credits. That's a good play. I'm not saying it's a bad play. It's a totally good play. I was just wondering, I mean, would I be spending time playing the version of funds right now, or would I be spending the time to kind of prepare to contest other servers? I'm not sure. I mean, again, kind of a personal decision, personal playstyle question, of course, like. And of course, when you see the hand of the runner, it's probably much easier to make the right calls, I would say. The corp moneying up anyway, the runner comfortable 17 credits, so they can probably install some interesting icebreakers or resources soon. More protection hitting the table on the HQ side of things. And yeah. Nothing happening with server 1 though, so I'm curious what went there? Was it a ruse with the Mwanza? Was it is it a Prisek? Would you put a Prisek in such a deck? I don't know. Yeah, looking at the agendas that we've seen so far, they're 2-pointers, so I guess it's a bunch of 2-pointers then, like 10 2-pointers maybe. Or maybe you're playing foods as well, and then you're gonna swap in the crucial moment with an exchange of information if you have the money advantage, which you don't have right now, but then maybe you're building towards it. I don't know. I'm just gonna click around a bit and check what's going on in different places. Just to make sure that I don't miss any important information. Okay, a boomerang hitting the table. That's a criminal card. And goes onto the remote ice, so will this be a... yeah. This is a run. The runner definitely doesn't want the corp to even try and score anything. Why not? I mean... yeah. Looking at the current setup... yeah, I think the runner is definitely in a favored position. Is this an agenda? Maybe, perhaps. It's a Bologna. Okay, that's game then. Oh well, not such a good start for Sanjay here with this corp. I mean, I was curious to see it. I'm going to just say thanks for the games. And then I'm gonna leave this one and jump into another one, and let's see. Let's take a look at Mark's game. Remember that... oh, I have to refresh the thing again. Sorry. Remember, chat, that if you want a particular game to be streamed for you, please let me know. You know, take a look at Cobra, the tournaments there, Diversified portfolio, and let me know which pairing from the next round when it pops up you would like to see. And I'm just going to jump in there because this is not about looking at the top tables. It's about looking at the fun tables. Speaking of fun, we have a null already 3 points ahead versus another harpsichord. No, sorry, that's a Harishandra. Oops, sorry. It started in H as well, so it's basically the same ID, right? So anyway, Harishandra Entertainment. If the runner is tagged, they play with their grip revealed. Which means we'll be able to see the grip if it gets if it gets revealed by the tag, if the runner gets tagged. Well, let's see. Oh. Mark just shared with us that he won the previous game as Ian. So hey, that's good. Okay. The corp is definitely ahead on money. There's so much ahead on money that this is just... it's... no, I'm kidding. Actually, it's not as bad. Like, we had the situation in one of the games where the runner was at 0 and the corp was at like 16 or 20, right? So this is not that bad. Okay. A corroder, just in case, because wraparound is still a card. An IP block is still a card. And then there are other barriers in this game. Okay, we have the corp going for a daily quest. It's like, listen, I have 25 credits. You have to come over here and trash this or I'm going to get even more. That's pressuring the runner into either getting a lot of econ on the table fast or doing something with this without getting tagged to hell and then potentially being blown up. So, I don't know. Keiko, okay, fair enough. I should scroll the log again just to make sure that yeah. There are some basics that I keep forgetting every time that I log into a table. But anyway. Okay. So the corp with 30 credits, filthy rich. I mean, you know, this is what happens when you're basically a music studio. Well, actually, no, Harishandra, that was not Harpsichord, was the music studio. Harishandra was the TV studio, where you're the star. So, yeah. Probably a falling star in the case of NBN, because they just want, you know, to probably send some drones to get you and hunt you down and tag you and then just trash you to hell. Okay, Hippo hitting the table. So the runner's probably setting up to contest R&D or HQ. Especially since you don't have to worry too much at this stage about the remote. However, the moment I say this, things happen. I should shut up. So now that the runner has to worry about the remote, well, this is probably, by the way, this is probably a Bologna. And please don't tell us, Mark, in the chat. We don't need to know. But yeah, I would be betting it's a Bologna, because why not? Or another SSL. Whichever it is, the runner is in a tough spot. However, they drop an Ute, and Ute is actually not that bad. They need one more virtual resource, I believe, for the ability to be there for like the multiple code gate breaks. Oh, sorry, actually for the second one, for the yeah. So yeah, for the multiple code gate breaks with Ute to fire, because right now, oh no, you only have the Paladin. Sorry, my misreading of the table state. Liberator count uses while in simul chip on the slot machine. 3 different cards, so not that bad to hit the slot machine. I mean, you basically have to pay 3 credits, and that's about it. You're still breaking it. It's kind of more expensive this way, right? Yeah, that was... Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Sorry. It was more expensive, but then you just hippo it out of the game. No, sorry, of course, very good play, sorry. And see, this is why I'm not a good player. I couldn't see the line here straight away. And then you trash the Rashid, you trash the NGO, and then you access another card, and then it's probably an HHN or a piece of ice, and then the corp has 28 credits, you have 0, and they just not care. Yeah, they just don't care at all. Like, they just totally disregard your actions, because now you have to money up again if you want to do anything else. They just don't care. This corp is like a honey badger. They just don't care. Simul chip hits the table. So what would you be simul chipping for? Nothing at this stage. Here's the Bologna. That means that the corp hasn't really felt any monetary changes, any fluctuation in their bank account. The runner's playing Deuces Wild to draw more cards, to get some money. Putting a chisel on the table and a devil charm and going for it. Yeah, going to town, because that's it. I mean, you have to run, you have to run. I wonder what's on R&D. Probably Mwanza. Oh, no, sorry, this is not harpsichord. Probably... What could it be? I mean... Something that probably tags you when you access it? I don't know. I have your triggers. Devil Charm. Boom. I mean, Devil Charm, not boom. Then, what is the R&D card on top? Nothing interesting, I guess. And then Crisium. Okay, so that's a Crisium. Fair enough. I guess, you know, you don't really need to care about it right now, especially since you don't have the money. Another chisel, of course, because simul chip is a thing, and you already trashed the chisel. So yeah. And you can actually... Yeah, no. Okay. Excuse-moi. Another double advance here, which I would guess is a Bologna as well. So, you know, if you have the agendas, then you just don't care, you just pop them. Okay, money on the table. This might be a bit late for the runner. But, well... Oh, it's an SSL. That's a bit worse. If it was a Bologna, fair enough. It's, yeah, this is This is an SSL endorsement, which is a bit worse because the corp will keep getting money. And I think I know what's up with Harishandra here right now. I mean, okay, a Turnpike. That's again a good piece of ice for this ID. I think the ID choice here is not about the ability, it's more about the 17 influence, because we haven't seen that much influence in this deck just yet. I mean, it's only neutral cards and NBN cards, and neutral cards that don't cost anything, actually. So I'm curious where the influence is. That's, you know, could it be snares? Could it be something else? I don't know. 17 influence still to uncover in this game, so on the corp side. So I'm wondering, what could it be? Any guesses? Okay, now this is putting a lot of pressure on the runner. They have to contest it. Like, this could be anything. It doesn't really matter. You have to run this. And you have to hope that none of the ice you encounter is border control. Right now you just hit a gold farmer, which is okay. A gold farmer just costs you money. You have a corroder on the table. It's gonna cost you, but you can totally do it. Now, is this a border control? No, it's a data raven. That's not too bad. You can totally eat the tag, let it fire. You have the money to pay the tax in case the trace is not boosted too much, which it shouldn't be, because if you're the corp, you probably care more about R&D at this point than that server, although who knows. Yeah, you get a tag, you fire it. So far, so good. Like this looks like an axis at the end, unless, I mean, of course this could be an NGO, and you know, you're just running the runner through their paces so that they have to pay the trace. And it's a Bellona. Okay, so you definitely pay this. You have no other choice. You can't just let the corp do anything about it. And now you're kind of quietly, silently hoping for no HHN, but you're the runner and you've probably seen a few cards on R&D accesses and so on. So I'm betting there's an HHN coming. Hard-hitting news from the skies. Salem's Hospitality. Whoops. That's a beautiful card. So yeah, you have to name a card, the runner reveals their grip and trashes all copies of the name card. Yeah, Simul chips out. You want to stop the runner from getting any more chisels. And then, what? Oh, this was spicy. So the play basically here is, yeah, you play Salem's, you reveal their hand, then you play Complete Image, and you name the card they have, and then you give them 2 net damage. So, nasty. This was a very interesting finish. I mean, both players well played, and then, yeah, the little tricky combo on the corp side, and that's it. Wow, that was, yeah, okay. Let's jump into the game here. We have AS versus SSO. Okay, so this is I think this is the matchup that Jessica mentioned in the chat. Yeah, so we have Necro, the person behind Always Be Running, know the meta and whatnot. An amazing member of the community doing really cool things to make things happen. So it's an honor and it's a pleasure to stream this game, obviously. And we have Mil de Sorte, who we watched in the first round with the AS. And this is the AS that got boomed, I believe, if I remember correctly, or the one that got scored out against. I don't remember, but well, never mind. It's not important. The important thing is right now that they started the game not so long ago. This is basically turn 3, I believe. Yeah. So Corpse turn 3. We haven't missed that much of the game. I'm just gonna hop over to another window again, just to So yeah, there's still over 35 minutes or 34 minutes in the game, or in the round, sorry. Plenty of time to go around. Okay, checking Slack in the meantime, just to make sure that things are happening. I have to go places to fix things very quickly because I have the power. But don't worry, I'll be with you in a sec. In the meantime, please observe the stream. Jessica is gonna commentate on the chat, so please join. And I just have to fix a couple of things that don't allow me to look at the screen because I'm fixing them on the very same computer and I only have one screen here. Okay, back to the stream then. CityWorks, because why not? So the fun thing is, with this agenda in the game, so with CityWorks project, this is basically 5 meat damage to take for as if they want to steal it, which basically means their hand or whatever extra cards. This is probably a price going down, I wouldn't be surprised. And then SSO at the end of the turn can put as many advancement counters as there are agenda points on the face-up agendas onto any piece of ice that they have installed. So the only restriction being that piece of ice should have no advancement tokens on it. But basically you can just keep putting advancement tokens on all the advanceable and non-advanceable ice as well. The ice can be totally non-advanceable. And this, of course, turns on horrible things like Hortons and Mausolei or Mausoluses. And it makes Akhet way worse for you. And it may, basically Colossus gets stronger and so on and so forth. Even an Ice Wall is just like, +3 strength just because in this scenario. So it's an interesting idea. I haven't seen it played a lot. And I don't think I ever played the game against SSO. Maybe once somewhere, like at a GNK or just at a fun night, like a regular meetup. But that's about it. And I haven't played it myself at all. So, because there's like what? 40, 50 different IDs on the corp side now. So, well, anyway, interesting to see what's going to be happening here. There are several combos with this, or several things that synergize well with this ID. You can, of course, trick of light some counters around, some advancement counters to score some agendas. You can, of course, play Red Planet Couriers to just score government takeover because you can, just completely and totally. And by the looks of it, Necro, the Corp is using this CityWorks project as much as they can because, they're pretty safe. The runner's not going to contest this at this point. They just don't have the resources, the cards in their hand to do this. Instead, they're going for the money game. So a diversion of funds going against HQ. There's a border control resd. That border control can be broken because guess what? Demara! Surprise! And a boomerang as well because you have Police Cafe, which is a very cool card. And designed by the 2018 Eternal Champion, indeed, actually playing in this tournament as well. And by the way, when it comes to Eternal streams, if I ever do an Eternal stream, I'm going to have at least one more person that's knowledgeable about the whole card pool and the whole Eternal meta with me on the stream. I'm not going to be commenting any Eternal streams ever myself on my own because I would just know nothing what's going on. I would be just like, this is overpowered and broken, and the other thing is overpowered and broken, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so the Corp triggers the border control to end the run, which Kind of makes me wonder what's going on with their hand, if they're, you know, burning a piece of ice for this. Maybe they're flooded, maybe they're not flooded, maybe it's a ruse, who knows? But yeah, we have the corpse starting the turn with a bit of money, and playing too big to fail with a bit more money, generally. Remember, this is Wayland, by the way, so Wayland can pull out some very nasty tricks from their sleeve. Jessica making some very good points on the chat, like getting diversion of funds, or economic denial, basically, in the game against SSO is not that powerful. They can res quite strong ice for cheap or free because they can advance things, and then of course there's the interstellar or astronomic or star ice that you can advance, and the cosmic ice, basically, and then they can be rest all the pieces for free or for very cheap. And you have mass communications, indeed, because you advance cards, so that's, you know, from 0 you can get a lot of money. But yeah, is that City Works going to be scored finally? Yes. Because the corporate grant was getting a bit in the way of the corp, so you had to take care of this. Plus, you know, I mean, it's a game where scoring points is one of the possible ways of winning, and you don't want to delay that too much. Deuces for, I guess, cards and credits, credit and cards. I don't think there's going to be any runs. No, the class act, okay, so even more cards at the end of this. Okay, putting an Abaneo. I never remember how to pronounce this name of this, the name of this icebreaker correctly. Abagnale, that's it. And I've seen the movie with what's his name, Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio, about this very interesting person, Frank Abagnale, who was basically a con artist, quite a funny person, so to speak. But yeah, very interesting movie. Catch me if you can. If you have a lot of time to spare, and if you can find the movie Catch Me If You Can somewhere, I definitely recommend watching it. It's interesting. It's maybe not 100% accurate when it comes to historical truth, but it's entertaining and it's quite interesting to watch. And a golden. What? Why would you have a golden? This is like, this card is not that good. I mean, you know, there are better sentry breakers in you know, in criminal. Just saying. Oh, yeah, of course, I'm this will be an experimental deck. Well, anyway, I should shut up, because in the meantime, we have Kayamba hitting the table, which is a brilliant card for SSO, generally making this server quite expensive to get into. And then another City Works, which at this point is only 2-meat damage, but you have to pay 6 credits and get the 2-meat damage to score this. Then we have a run on the archives, where we have, for example, a copy of Mass Commercialization. There's a face down card in there as well. You know, we're gonna see what the face down card is in a sec. Will we? There's a question about okay, there's something wrong with the automation here, maybe? Sorry, I just completely changed my commentary right now because there are some questions. Okay, but yeah. But yeah, this golden should basically be super cheap. For some reason it wasn't. Good point, Jessica. If you can install golden for cheaper, it's definitely much better, because 5 is, yeah. It has its uses though. I mean, it's actually pretty good against Surveyor, to name one piece of ice that's kind of popular. So yeah. In the meantime, the corp's just, corp is doing corpy things, getting more money. Runners kind of on the ropes here because the corp is on the verge of scoring their 6 points and definitely ahead in money. And there's a lot of ice here that has been advanced. Basically, all the ice has been advanced, and yeah, I mean, this is very hard for the run right now. I mean, they can try in the HQ, they can try in the R&D, but they don't really have all the resources just yet. Or at least not the money. The Avanale is fortunately free, which is good. And that's a nice combo with all the unique connections. But yeah, it's not gonna be cheap to get into things. And with 5 credits, there's only so much you can do. The KT has 6 credits on, and you also have Hernando Cortes, which is not a bad card because it makes the corp spend a bit extra, which is always good. But on the other hand, you have a very secure or a very expensive, look at it either way you want, remote, and the corp on 6 points and a lot of advancement counters on all the ice. So it's looking tough for the runner. Indeed, the corp is absolutely in control. Very close to winning, absolutely. Most likely there are some hostiles in the deck because hey, it's you know, it's Wayland. Why wouldn't you have a hostile? Okay, going for the money play again. Will the corp res? I would probably res just to make the runner pay. I mean, I think there were only 2 mass comms or mass commercializations played. Yeah, so chances are you may have a third one, or you always have too big to fail. Question is, what is this piece of ice? And of course, only Necro knows this, so the decision is on the corp side now. Delicious dark chocolate. I feel a bit guilty, but anyway. No res. Fair enough. And I should be checking the time as well, but let's see the access here. Actually, there's no access, sorry. Of course, there's the diversion of funds. Credits change hands. The corp a bit poorer, the runner a bit richer. Still 1 click to go. You really need to start pushing, I guess, R&D or HQ. I mean, one or the other. It might already be too late. This also makes me think like the lack of resing probably means that Hernando Cortes is basically making the ice on HQ too expensive. How does Hernando Cortes work with Masvingo? Poof, that's a very good question. I think at the moment of resing, Masvingo doesn't have any subroutines and it only gains them when it's rest, so probably it doesn't work, but I'm not sure. I can actually check, and I will. Netrunner DB, because Netrunner DB probably has an explanation for it. Let's take a quick look. So, yeah. No matter how many advancement tokens are on Masvingo, Hernando Cortes does not add any additional cost to res it. Masvingo's ability is not active until rest. Precisely, so that's good to know. Okay, brutal now, because yeah. Well, the good news is there are no counters on CityWorks project, the third CityWorks project. So the runner has 16 credits, 4 clicks. They have the resources to get in. They would have to pay 6 extra because of Kayambe Grid. The good news for the runner is also the corp may not be resing that many pieces of ice because they will be expensive because of Hernando Cortes. So yeah. And this goes for each piece of the ice, each piece of ice. So the 3 things protecting. Ooh, Amina. Ooh. Yep. That is solid. However, and this is the interesting part, let's just take a very quick look at the archives. Yeah, okay, 1 border control out. If there are 2 border controls on the remote, that's still actually nothing because the runner has to steal this agenda. Basically, they have to, do whatever they can to steal this agenda. Otherwise, it might be game. at some point soon. Jessica saying they probably play RPC. Can you tell me what RPC is, Jessica? Because I'm very bad with acronyms, and I do appreciate you being so nice and explaining things. Okay, so here comes a border control. Oh yeah, Red Planet Couriers. Okay, I got this is like a Netrunner quiz. It's like name. Oh, actually, that's a very cool idea for a quiz. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the border control is gonna happen. There's an Odudwa, which has a disgusting amount of advancement counters on it. So basically, whatever is defending HQ right now with 11 counters on it is just redonkulous. This being a code gate, well, the Amina comes down. It's gonna cost 5 to get in. Oh, sorry, 4. I'm silly. It's 2 and 2. Yeah, don't listen to me again. I don't remember my maps. The corp at 6 credits, and Hernando Cortes doing a lot of work here because these 2 pieces of ice were already 2 extra to res each. The border control is probably going to be triggered. I'm wondering, I guess the corp's right now thinking like, okay, do I just break the border control now? Or do I res an Akhet, which is amazing. It does cost extra. You have to pay 5 for it. That is unfortunate. Why did he only pay 2? Just wondering, it should be... Oh no, okay, sorry. I think it was clarified somewhere. No, I'm curious now. I'll have to... Because it's... Oh no, the corp doesn't have enough money. Of course, sorry. It doesn't have 10 credits anymore. Of course, so the reses got cheaper. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just broken myself. Anyway, 2 damage for Mil de Sorte, who still has to pay extra. So... Oof! That was an expensive run on all counts. Like, basically both sides just burned a lot of stuff. The question is, can I make you pay and then border control? That's a good question. I'm not gonna be the judge here. I'm just gonna look up Kayambe Grid. Because maybe there's an explanation there. Maybe there's no explanation there. And I'm pretty sure if we look up the structure of the run and everything and accesses, then we would know the answer straight away. But yeah, you can definitely make people pay and then end the run. I think there's still a step. But this was a, how do you call it? It was an attrition run, basically, because the runner had to burn for a lot of stuff. And yeah. So the runner had to burn a lot of resources to get in, but the corp had to spend a lot of money too, and then they border controlled the runner out of the server, making it a bit cheaper to access, but it's still, you have to break all the ice, which is still a formidable 5-strength code gate and a formidable 5-strength barrier that both end the run, and then you still have to pay 4 credits. So this agenda is fairly safe unless the runner goes around the code gate with Abanail, and no, you don't have, okay, you don't have the Mara on the table anymore. Maybe you have a second copy somewhere. It's 4 credits though, so that's, yeah, it's prohibitively expensive one way or another. The corp just moneying up, not even trying to advance anything here. Yeah, the innermost ice was not Masvingo. So yeah, the runner's in a tough spot, for sure. Sorry for this. Yeah. Baklan is not gonna work fast enough for anything to matter here, I'm afraid. But hey, basically the corp is in a very good spot because it's gonna be either the city works that the runner has to steal, and they can just try and slow roll it, or Red Planet courier it because it's already installed and they have all the counters in the world to just score it with RPC. Or they can, if they have, they can just draw into a hostile and then finish it there and then with a install advance, and that's going to be it as well. We'll see. Ooh, there was a spectator disconnecting. Okay. So a bit of upkeep here. In the meantime, I'm going to check if there's anything happening on Discord that I should be aware of. We are at around 10 minutes left in the round. Longi is asking if there's going to be a break. He's asking the players. Probably there will be a short break. I will actually have to jump out before the last round. So the third round I will still be streaming. But if anybody wants to pick up the stream for the last round, for example, go for it. I mean, I hope there's actually more people streaming than just myself, because that would be cool, or at least recording games. Oh, wow. Hello, Ice Wall. 11 counters on an ice wall. Yeah, like easy. You just have to have a boomerang. Or you just have to, I don't know, pay up. That's like 10 credits for a paperclip to break. Value ice wall. Hey, I'm raising a 1 cost ice with 11 counters on it. GG. Okay, so the corp defending the servers here, although no res on R&D. Curiouser, probably a bit something too expensive. We have Paragon, of course, triggering. No agendas. Will this be it then? Will we have a Red Planet Courier hitting the table and finishing the game? Is that what it was all about? Yes, there we go. Red Planet Couriers for 30 counters. Boom! Wow. I mean, not boom. Sorry. Wham or whatever, or like bazinga, or I mean any other sound, but not boom, because that's confusing for Netrunner players, right? Very good game. That was an interesting game. Really cool to see SSO doing nice things here. Always fun to see an unusual. Well, not unusual, an unpopular ID maybe. Oh, this is not allowed. What have I done wrong? Oh, okay, I think I know what I did, or what I misdid. I totally, maybe there's a way. Whoops, I'm doing silly things here. Apologies. I'm trying to get into the last table by basically trying stuff up. Yep, this is gonna work. Right. Please work. Work, I say. Can I actually get into this game? Come on. Maybe they changed the password because they just wanted to make it different, which I can totally understand. But there's a bunch of people in there, so why can't I get in? I will refresh because I can. I'm going to try again because I can. And I'm not Kabonesa because I can't. Okay, this was just the browser not refreshing, and now we're in. This game is still going on. 10 minutes left. We have Twada. Greetings to Twada. I haven't seen him in a while. Last time we met was the Nuremberg German Nationals, I think. That was a fun event. Huge thanks to everybody organizing, Snoopy and Pommes helping out, and Labes helping out, and all the people there. This was amazing. Like the Nuremberg German Nationals. Fun, fun, fun. The city's beautiful. If you've never been to Nuremberg, do go. It's amazing. But yeah, back to the game. We have the Corp, which is Tenon. So forcing runners into running at least once a turn successfully. And then we have Omar, who hasn't rebirthed in. Yeah, he hasn't rebirthed into anything else. So that, or anyone else, sorry. But yeah, Omar is an interesting choice. It's not an ID you would see very often. Mostly because of a 12 influence, so excuse me. But yeah, and you have Find the Truth. Oh, interesting. What else? What else do they have here? RNG key, fair enough. Yeah, some mining accidents, the usual breakers, a bit of moshing, an ice carver. Okay, Find the Truth. That's an interesting include. But yeah, that's definitely working well with Omar's ID. Or Omar's ability, sorry. We have a scored Project Yagyuga, we have a scored Medical Breakthrough, which could maybe influence the final score of the game. I'm gonna check again what the time is. Table 10 is still on, indeed. 6 minutes left. Okay, so it's 6 minutes. Friendly banter. There's also a lobby on the Discord server, so if you want to join the lobby and chat with people there, you probably can. It's an open server, by the way, so of course it's not hidden by any secret passwords or anything. But yeah, also probably there's gonna be, I mean, people are probably focusing on the tournament itself. Anyway, an access by the Corp. So, oh no, sorry, no, not yeah. Are we getting an access by the runner? Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant, not like against the Corp. Genotyping being accessed. Okay. Okay, so genotyping. Liberated account getting trashed twice because so much clicking happening. Genotyping is a fun card. But yeah, never mind. 2 cards from R&D going to the trash, and then 4 cards coming back from archives. Sorry, not trash, from the archives into R&D. IPO, Breach Dome, and something else. And then IPO hitting the table. The Corp sitting on a heap of money, but the runner, guess what? Is not poor either. So yeah. Yeah, Omar rebuilding into Val is the optimal play. So yeah. Oh, hello Moritz. Thank you for watching. So yeah. Look at this piece of ice. Colossus. The new and reborn Colossus with 4 extra counters. That's a painful 8 strength. 8 strength. So yeah, you probably want to hippo that Colossus once you get through it. It costs you a bit, I guess. Okay, he didn't hippo the Colossus. That's an interesting play. I mean, personally, I would have hippoed the Colossus, but then again, what do I know? That was a cool play because first you reveal the card, then you RNG to see it. Sorry, to RNG to you run the RNG to RNG key it and then get money, and then rerun HQ again because why not? Aiki is not doing a lot of work here. It's a rather weak code gate. It's painful to face check though, that's true. Okay, and now we hippo the IE key, fair enough. So the pressure is actually going into HQ. And then extra accesses. But yeah. No luck, Omar. No luck. And the thing is, you're not going to get into archives because they're pretty protected. Plus, I mean, there's probably a Crisium on archives or something else that's nasty. Wrong server. Why is it a wrong server? What's the wrong server about? Oh, it was a spectator comment. Okay, fair enough. Is there a command to access one card? Poof. Oh yeah, I see what happened now. Sorry, yes. Twada just used the turning wheel counter mistakenly on R&D while accessing HQ. Yeah, okay. Good point. Those things happen because when you trigger the extra accesses using the turning wheel, not the burning wheel, so the turning wheel, you specify the server. It doesn't really matter, like it doesn't care which server you're running, it's on you to take a decision. So if you take the wrong decision by accident, you don't access extra cards, basically. Fortunately, there are enough spectators from the tournament, including the organizers and the judges, to make sure that everything is sorted the right way. Space Camp. Guess what? You can put additional counters on cards. Oh yeah, and I apologize. The Colossus doesn't have 4 counters on it. Why did I think it had 4 counters? Maybe because I saw the strength and I was like, oh, it has 4 extra counters, but the counters are the blue ones, not the yellow ones. Jeez. The turning wheel, yeah, should have definitely 1 counter less. So yeah, let's take a look at the time. They're kind of getting to the end of it. Like, we're running out of time, people. Yeah, Mark, thank you. I'm not checking the chat all the time, but yeah, Mark, exactly what you said. That's what happened. Okay, Trick of Light. Haha. I wonder why in Tenon you would have Trick of Light, like seriously. Okay, so there was probably some extra time here added for this little technical interruption. Install, draw, and it's the runner's turn. Daily casts. I would say, I mean, it might end in a draw. Like the corp is definitely trying to make the runner not access cards, and the runner is willing for sure to access cards. Every new card in the HQ could potentially... Oh, there we go. That's probably game right now, because the corp won't be able, unless... I mean, time hasn't been called yet, so let's see. But, oh yeah, time now. Okay, so this is... The runner's turn ends now, and then the corp still has a turn. However, since Omar, thanks to the RNG key, saw the top card of R&D, I'm betting it's an agenda. So I'm betting the runner is trying to score even more points, maybe even win the game. Otherwise, why would you be running? I mean, you know, you're going down to 1 credit. Yeah, I mean, that could be game. It's just maybe the server is stuck a bit. Oh no, okay, he's going for an additional card. Okay, so he saw the top card and he just wanted to make sure he accesses an additional card. Still could be an agenda on the top, and then maybe he's trying to fish for a second one. Let's see. 1 card. Which is not an agenda, apparently. And then a space camp. Okay. Okay, so we know that there's a Trick of Light in the corp's hand. So now, can the corp tie the game? That's the question. 18 credits. And that's a Trick of Light, yeah. Moving to counters. So yeah, it's going to be a draw. Yeah, that's it. So it's 4-4, so 1 point each. Timed draw. Yeah, I mean timed. Well, the only way you can draw is basically going to time nowadays. So interesting game, interesting finish to this game. No, that's time, right? It's over, right? Like that's it. We're done here. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they're going to be playing on. Okay, let's take a quick look at the table, and in the meantime, I'm going to also put some music on to chill a bit, because why not? Okay, so standings. I think standings reported. What's happening here? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Excuse me. This is refreshing. Come on, refresh. Or maybe they're still putting the. Yeah, they're probably still updating the results, of course, for the last round. So yeah. So we had Cable Carnage, Odol, Sanjay, Matuszczak, and Losgeek. So 2 Polish players in there, and 2 players from the German meta. And Sanjay, I never know which Sanjay it is and where he is, because there are several Sanjays. So it could be the other Sanjay. No, but never mind. That's not the important part. The important part is that we had 5 players and 6 points. We're waiting patiently for the standings to be updated, and we'll see. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to be going away in like half an hour-ish after this round, maybe more or less, we'll see. So I'm gonna jump into Discord and just yeah. Okay. Okay. We have some people dropping. Just to make sure that, yeah, there's, oh shoot, there's a break. Okay, there's a 5-minute break, fair enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the fancy screen on, maybe. Let me just put some fancy screens on. Whoops. I'm practicing, I'm practicing here with fancy screens. Is this gonna work? I mean, the stream is on and everything, but yeah. I just put something else. So in 5 minutes there should be the next round. Yeah, 6 minutes comfort break. Fair enough. Oh yeah, and Rebirth was banned. Indeed, Jessica, you're absolutely right, and I'm absolutely silly. Oh, this is still actually showing Winamp. How is this possible? No, it's not showing Winamp to you. Never mind. But anyway, Rebirth is banned at this tournament, indeed, and Apocalypse as well. There are no APOC decks in this setup, so that's an interesting decision as well by the format creator, Captain Nice. Okay, we have two rounds left after this one, so that's actually 5 rounds. Okay. So actually, well, sorry. Yeah, there will be 2 more rounds. If anybody's streaming or if anybody's up for streaming, please jump in, pick up a table, pick some people, ask them if you can stream, if you want to stream them, and yeah, just do it. We have 1 person dropping, unfortunately. That happens. I mean, it's an evening. Okay, we have Odo with 12 points. Not bad at all. So sweeping left and right with Ag Infusion and Null. Cable Carnage on 9, Trismegistus on 9, Matuszczak on 9, Snoopy on 9, yeah, Longi on 9. So they're all still in the top half of the table. Then we have a longer bunch of people on 6, and yeah, we will have some people dropping it, like I mentioned already. So I have no idea about the pairings just yet. Pairings are not up. There's a break. Yep. Checking in with the chat. How is the chat doing? I'm just taking a break from sharing my screen because I'm jumping around a bit here and doing a bunch of different things in different places. And I don't want to confuse you peoples. Okay. A bit of chatting here, a bit of chatting there. In the meantime, actually, I have some news. Indeed, an article went up on the Nisei site. So yeah, please do check the site if you're interested. Nisei.net, obviously, with tips for running an online tournament. So Akira. Oh, no, not Akira, sorry. Akira is our boss for online tournaments, but this is actually signed by the Nisei team, so it was a team effort. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Akira put a lot of effort into populating this because there are only so many expert people on running online tournaments in the team, in the extended team. So tips for running an online tournament. I'm gonna put it into the chat just because I can. And this is a very good, this is a very good article with loads of interesting and useful information that you can follow if you ever want to organize an online tournament. And let's be honest, in the current environment with the things happening the way they are, chances are, online tournaments will be popular. Let's put it this way. I hope they're not going to be a necessity for a long time, but you never know. It's not up to us to decide. And yeah. You should totally. Oh yeah, there it says Akira. Yeah, absolutely. Best tips and tricks and practices from Akira, our Jinteki.net coordinator, with loads of experience running all kinds of tournaments and online ones as well. So do read it. It's chock full of very good points. Like there are 12 kind of key points and tips that will definitely make it much easier for anybody interested in running an online tournament. In actually making it happen. So are the pairings up for the round? Not yet. I don't know. So stream, chat people. Which game should we watch? From the pairings. The pairings are not up just yet, but like take a look here and. Take a look at the Cobra page, and then we're gonna try and see if that person is okay with us jumping into. Okay, we are getting in there, so I should probably switch the screens around again. Here we go. I don't know. I mean, maybe we should watch the top table, huh? Odal and Cable Carnage to just see, because this is probably going to be a good choice. And one more final time for anybody interested in the music that's playing in the background. This is an album that I was lucky enough to support, and the background music is this. Okay, are the pairings up already? Not yet. I mean, I am refreshing this, right? This is refreshing itself as well. I mean, it's Cobra, the best software to run tournaments ever. Also, no tables are just up yet on JNet. Let's check Discord. Yeah, there's just a bit of paperwork, online paperwork to be done. A bit of paperwork on the Cobra side. I mean, with 20 people, you know, in the field, it takes a bit of clicking around. Pairing's not up just yet. Let's be patient about it. In the meantime, chat, how are you doing? Are you doing at all, actually? Should you be doing? Maybe you should be chilling. I unfortunately have to drop after this round, or well, after streaming the upcoming round, because I have a role-playing session happening online. Of course, I cannot just go out and go through the city and see my friends, because that would be frisky risky. But yeah, I want to make sure that that I don't leave my crew hanging, my role-playing game crew hanging. So stream's doing well. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Thank you so much for the report. Okay. Oh yeah, I should remind you people, I have no idea what's going to be happening in the next few days, but Sunday, and I should totally pimp it here. I should totally like put it on the screen, or at least into the chat. We have a tournament called Iberian Lockdown. I'm going to put it on the screen as well, because I can. That's what you get. That's the power you get with running a stream. So Iberian Lockdown, it's actually happening on Sunday. It's going to start at 1 Central European time, and it's a post-BCOM tournament. BCOM was this big event we had in Barcelona. So the following IDs that you can see on the screen right now are banned, and you cannot play them because they were the top 8 IDs. Anything else is fair game. It's a standard tournament. It's going to be online. I'm going to be organizing and TOing and streaming. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm not participating in this. There are no prizes other than the streams, but I mean, there's a tip jar. If you're interested, you can tip. And based on the tip jar, I'm going to be organizing some physical prizes that are going to be sent out whenever the mail opens here. Well, generally, yeah, please do pick your legal IDs from the list, avoiding this list, and then send your selections over to me via email. I'm going to be organizing this on Cobra, of course. We're going to be using Discord and so on and so forth. Please participate if you're interested. It's open to everybody, mostly people from the Iberian Peninsula, but everybody's welcome. Now, are the pairings up? Yes, they are up. Okay, so we have a bye here already, so Kubik doesn't have to play, and then we're going to have Odol Trismegistus on the first table. Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, I think we should look at Odol and Trismegistus now. We haven't seen Odol play yet, so we're just gonna watch this if we can. I'm gonna try and get into the table, and I'm gonna turn the music off because why not? We're gonna have a bit of friendly banter in Polish because we can. Oh, if Trismegistus is... If Trismegistus says no now, I'm gonna be like, well, what happened? Okay. 14 different IDs in top 8. Indeed, this is quite something. This is why tournaments that are... okay, cool. So we're gonna have visible hands for entertainment value. And yes, Jessica, in the tournament, in the Iberian tournament, or the Iberian, well, it's Iberian only from name, but the online tournament on Sunday that I'm going to be organizing, you can play SSO. You should totally come over and SSO. Like, absolutely. And then you can score an SSL endorsement with an SSO. That's so much SS in the letter that it's just splendid. Okay, so we're just waiting for the organizers to kick it off. Table 4, the Battle of the Soccerers. Basically, people playing in the StimHack Online Cash Refresh, apparently, Table 4. But we're not going to be there. We're going to be on a top table because we're curious about the top table. Yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting to watch, right? Such a cool event. Huge thanks once again for Krasty and Longi for organizing this and for opening up your GNK that couldn't happen offline to the online crowd. We have Ian Sterling again and Ag Infusion. So Ag Infusion is something we haven't seen on the stream yet today. Once per turn, instead of resing an approach piece of ice, you may trash it to choose another server. The runner is now running on that server and encountering the outermost piece of ice, if any. Plus, it has 17 influence. Spicy. Poor Ian only has 10, but then again gains money if the corp has scored more agenda points. Ag Infusion keeps. Fair enough. Ian, we don't know just yet. I had a fun game, but a terribly painful game for me as a runner against Ag Infusion at the last BCom. Was it like a week ago? 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. No, a week ago. That was only a week ago. Jeez, it was only a week ago, but it feels like... Oh, it was a week and a half ago, right? Yeah. But anyway, I just got schooled because I just forgot about its ability and I just ran with an Aumakua into a Chiashi 2 or 3 times, I think. I was just gently redirected. By Lewis, who's a very good player, and he's actually playing on Sunday as well. So if you want to face him, come over. We have the game on. Sorry, I should have totally closed the screen. Okay, Ag Infusion doing, of course, Corpy things. You can see the cards of the players, which is quite entertaining. So you can totally chat. You can totally tell the players what they should be doing. And Mark, I totally agree. Ag Infusion's main ability is people forgetting what it does. I absolutely agree. This is exactly what was happening with me at BCom 2020, and it was painful. I mean, my runner was just suffering from this. Oh yeah, sorry, I should totally drop things in here because why not? Make things visible. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. Okay. We have the runners setting up a bit. We have the corp setting up a bit. There are Rashidas on the table. Basically, money exchanging, servers, hands, all the other things. You know, all the happy stuff that just happens in a Netrunner game before it goes sour for one side or the other. Although maybe this won't. Corp. Yeah, getting set up nicely, has the right resources, is in a very good spot, money, ice, everything you need, things to ruse, things to install. Awesome. Like, Ag Infusion is definitely in a good spot. The runner, not too shabby either. I mean, pat taps, Rozekis, more money, draw. Yeah, I think this is a very cool game because both sides seem to be drawing into the cards. Oh, whoops, scarcity of resources. Never mind. But yeah, both sides seem to be drawing into the cards in the beginning that are very good for setting up and just getting the game going. So the corp is doing a bit of a runaway here with the money on 20 credits, and this is only turn 3. So yeah, it's like I have money. What do you have? Plus extra ice, plus scarcity, which is a bit painful, but it can be played around, I guess. Well, not really, actually. I don't know. I don't remember if Ian had corporate grant. I just don't remember. But yeah, I assume Ian had a corporate grant in this build. I don't remember. Or maybe it was the AS. Okay, so yeah, the corp definitely in a good position. Very comfy, money, ice to install, and spiky ice, like, you know, things that actually the runner should really be careful about. The runner not in a bad spot, but that scarcity of resources is definitely stopping them from for example, getting the hotel on the table. And yeah, that's why the corp has an advantage. However, and this is of course the part that the runner doesn't know, like, is the corp going to start scoring agendas or pushing agendas soon or not? Like, you know, you don't know. Like, R&D is protected by a piece of ice and you boomerang in there right now, but this is Jinteki, so is there a snare there? That is a question. It is a valid question. Just a suggestion. Could be a snare. Is it there? Well, anyway. There goes bravado, because of course you want money. I mean, if you're making a run. DNA tracker. Well. The good thing about DNA tracker is that you can just eat one of the subroutines. It's not that painful, but then again, yeah. Costs you a bit of money and it does one net damage. So for example, forget about seeing that Obokata if you hit it. If you don't hit it, well, you can always hit a Philotic. I mean, hey, that's another good way, you know. One of the best ways to clear a current is steal an agenda. That's it. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like having a hand of 5 middle fingers and showing it all to the corp at the same time, saying, hey, look at this. Well, anyway, Philotic, so yeah, probably the best agenda to steal is the first one. The corp definitely not happy about it, but hey, what can you do? Installing and advancing, so yeah. And there are breach domes in play. So now the runner's like, well, what could it be? I only have 2 cards. Is it the Ronin? I cannot contest this server. So, I don't know. Huh. Drawing into special order is nice. Question is, I mean, yeah, you have, yeah, special order here and then pushing R&D is not a bad idea, because this is the ice, you know what you need to get for it. You have the money to probably contest it. Yeah. Is this going to be an Amina? Yes, exactly. So the Amina is going to, well, the question is it going to go down now? Yes, of course. And then Amina has this beautiful ability that only needs basically 4 credits to break the DNA tracker, but yeah, then it even costs the corp one credit. But the thing is, the corp is drawing into more ice, and the ice the corp is drawing into is nasty. I mean, look at this. This is like, yeah. I would have actually played Vortex Lock, to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm not. Odol is a great player. Like, don't get me wrong. Odol is doing exactly the right thing that the corp should be doing. I'm just saying the Cortex Lock is, you know, it's a sentry. It's so cool. And this is a funny situation because, you know, you have Kakugo here, which is of course a nasty ping. But you have a counterplay without the runner knowing, of course, that Kakugo is there. The counterplay of Corroder. It's still gonna ping you for stuff. So yeah, I would probably exactly. I would money up a bit, and then you have Corporate Grant, and Corporate Grant is good because you're letting the corp potentially score that agenda in server 1. Because if it's a 3-pointer, if it's a 5-3, then they score it, and you will start getting money because Ian's ability is turned off right now. So, you know, Ian is not making any extra money being ahead, which is sad and unfortunate, but hey. The corp going for NGO, and then probably, yes. Okay, so that's the plan. Yeah, it could be a Rashider, right? But yeah, the corp always has to think about this situation in which when they go ahead on points, Ian's going to be making extra money. It's not a big deal right now. It might be a big deal in the later game. Yeah, so corporate grants slammed on the table. We have Katie Jones. So there will be more money coming into the bank. Excuse me for coughing. There is a triple advance on the agenda in the remote. Sorry for going a bit quiet. I'm just wondering what's the next good play for the runner. Like, will you let them score and then benefit from this? Ooh, these are some good cards. Yeah, this Ian is a bit, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think when was the last time I played Ian, but yeah, I mean, you have to play mostly criminal cards because of the influence being just lower. But there are good criminal cards nowadays, and there were good criminal cards before as well. So yeah, legworks and bravados and all that stuff. It's all somewhere in there. So the score with the SSL, and now Ian actually triggers. Okay, R&D interface. And a data dealer. Oh, that's so cool. Data dealer is great tech for Ian, because when you have him down, you get to decide whether, you know, the corp is going to give you the credits or not, if you go lower or not. Oh yeah, here comes the clapping. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's 8 o'clock, so the clapping every evening. I did that yesterday. I cannot do it now because I'm streaming. I'm not going to clap on the stream. But yeah, people in the neighborhood thanking. Well, basically, neighbors for being cool and all the professionals taking care of the whole situation right now. Kind of lifts your spirit every evening, you know? A bit. This is cool. Maybe you can hear it. I don't know. I'm not gonna clap, like I said, but... yeah. They're also clapping for the people on stream, obviously, right? So, yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna close the window. And we're gonna get back to the game, because the NGO front is being cashed in. Only for 5 credits, but then again, you have to start, you know, moving on, because you probably want to win this game as the corp, right? So you don't really care about Ian's ability right now, because you're not trying to win the money game. They will have to be taxed out on the remotes as well. Plus, they have a KT on with 9 credits and a data dealer. So yeah, you need to speed up now. Like, the tempo is probably on your side if you start scoring agendas. If you let them set up too much and then you let them just run away on the money, it's gonna get problematic. There's a dig with the R&D interface, which means an extra card. But there's a Kikugo, so forget about scoring a Bocatas again, because that's gonna eat one of your cards, whatever you do. If you had a Caldera, well, maybe. Actually, I don't remember. Was this? I just don't remember the build. We've seen this deck already twice, right? So I should remember, but I'm just too excited about every single game to remember decks between games. Amina doing a lot of work here. 2 cards, Axis by Trismegistos. Any agendas? No. And SSL would be quite interesting here, because there would be a lot of... Okay, Trasha Rashida, which is never a bad thing to do. But yeah, an SSL being scored here would be quite crucial, because then the corp gets 6 credits for 2 turns. That's an Obokata hitting the scoring area, so it's 6-2. Now the runner... yeah, now the runner is definitely on a timer. Although 16 credits on the corp side... Well, I mean, they can always bounce. They can always bounce the runner with the Ag Infusion ability. Paragon hits the table as well. I don't know. Would you try and go for next turn? Would you try and diversion of funds? Interesting. Trashing the career fair, because of course you don't need it at this moment. Okay. So strong play here, just saying, hey, I have money and I'm going to keep making things happen in my remote. What are you going to do about it? The defensive upgrade in the remote is also ready for a visit from the runner, so let's see what Trismegistus does here. One line is, 2 clicks and running the diversion of funds and then attacking the remote. Another line is, oh, okay. Oh, is he? Is the runner? Yeah, it seems like the runner is not going to contest this. I mean, or maybe they will. Yeah, they will. Okay, last run. Okay, last click, run. It's not a bad play at all. It's just I don't even remember what the ice was. Is there? Oh, oof. Oh god. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's game basically. This is the thing with Ag Infusion. It's all about approaching. It's all about forgetting the last click is not going to get you anywhere, and yeah, that's basically game. That's basically deflecting the runner with the last click, and then that's the end of the run and the end of the turn. And that concludes this game because the corp is going to score out, I believe. Yeah, I mean, Chiashi is 12 to res, and you just need the card face down. You don't need the Chiashi to be resed. You just say whatever, I just bounce you. That's it. So yeah, there was a boop. The boop happened, and the corp wins. Interesting game. The early score with Ian didn't help much, but then the corp just very, very solidly defended everything it had to and played all the right cards at the right moment and just pushed out 3 pointers, and that's it. But yeah, okay, let's try and join the next game unless the chat has any wishes. But I think let's watch this because we promised. Whoops. What did I just paste in there? I don't want to know. Probably my bank account number. No, I'm kidding. Okay. And yeah, after this game, I'm gonna be leaving because I have to. What's the story here? We have a Discord server. What's it? Just. I should probably close this. So we have null versus GameNet. We've seen this GameNet before. We know what it does. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And null. So install, and install, raising the daily quest, so money. The runner going for a diesel. Yum. Sure gamble accounts. Sorry, liberated account. It's a singular account. The corp in an interesting situation here. Okay. Okay, setting up, and we have... Is this the card that we think it is? It is Clan Vengeance! What? Clan Vengeance is quite interesting. Because imagine, you just steal a noble card and just say, I don't care, yeah, give me the damage and so on. But they also have Respirocides, so... Yeah. I wonder what the combo here is exactly, because I do remember the degenerate Clan Vengeance decks that were banned at some point, or they were dismantled, basically. But this is... What version is this gonna be? This is gonna be Null installing a lot of stuff that damages him, and then just trashing the Corp cards from HQ. I'm not so sure, but the Corp is definitely pushing forward with stuff here, because the time is nigh. The runner trying to draw into some solutions, or, well, basically drawing a big hand so that they can trash the bin breakers, which are never a bad thing to trash, because guess what? Bin breakers are bin breakers for a reason. Good econ on the runner side, definitely prepared to do some stuff. The problem is you only have 2 Black Orchestras in the bin, so you probably need to drop a bit extra and get some additional breakers. For example, using I've Had Worse, why not? Okay, trying to contest the remote, there is an F2P popping up. So free to pay or free to play. Generally, you can just break it for 4, which is the cheapo way of doing this. And yeah, I mean, you cannot really install the MK Ultra. So yeah, I believe paying 4 for it. Oh, sorry, you can only pay... No, you can actually break both, right? Yeah, of course. It's taxing, it's a sentry, you can face check it safely, but yeah, you have to pay. So it's nice to make you pay, which of course, guess what? Triggers the GameNet ability, so it makes you money. So a small piece of ice, that's 4, but then if you think about the ability and so on and so forth, yeah, basically it swings the money a bit in your favor. What else is going on here? We have the runner installing Respirocides, taking damage, trashing Stim Hack. Well, that's a bit painful, but fair enough. That just happens. They still have other options. And that puts 1 counter on Clan Vengeance. Okay, the Corp is going for a strong play here. The runner is looking for options, because they definitely need to get some stuff rolling there. Well, you can definitely get some more economy on the table. 2 clicks left. Will there be any runs? I don't know. Would you run? You have the money, you have some bin breakers. We're basically only, sorry, I forgot. You only have the Black Orchestra, so yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you put some other breakers on the table, because you're not getting anywhere just yet. Again, taxing the runner with the F2P. The runner gets in there, accesses the Bologna, and will they steal it or will they not steal it? They will. I mean, they already invested in a way. With 8 credits on the table, they're kind of safe from anything bad, but on the other hand, well, I mean, no, I think they're pretty safe. Like, yeah, of course, you can just put more econ on the table. You don't have to worry. You have 8 credits, you're safe. The corpse draw is far from satisfactory, I would say, at this point. But hey, you can only do what you can do. And yeah, now you're going to HHN them, because that's the time to HHN them. Like, there's not much thinking to be done here. Like, generally you just want them to have to clear the tags. You have to make them respect your ability. which they of course do, going down to only 4 credits, but there are 2 daily casts on the table. In the meantime, that means you can actually score out the false lead, and then you have to trash a card from your hand. I'm curious what that's going to be. Okay, and then... yeah, that hand indeed, right? This is like... this is far from being optimal, but... oh, Trope hits the table. Trope is a very nice program, yeah. So, power counter, so it can be purged with anything, and then you can shuffle 1 card from your heap into your stack for each power counter on Trope. Never a bad thing. We have 2 copies of Respiricides, which is a good thing. There is a copy of Titanium Ribs in the hand of the runner. That's interesting. Yeah, of course you want to load things up. Okay, I am... I'm wondering if the Corp knows exactly what's gonna happen, and I think they do know what's gonna happen. Because... well, let's see what they draw into. Okay, this is making things a wee bit... oh, shoot. I'm not so sure about this now. But yeah. What do you do now? Okay. Yeah. And what do you do now? Choices, choices, everywhere choices. Gods. Yeah, this is not an easy game for the Corp. Absolutely not. Like you have so many choices, and yeah. One of the things that I think is an important skill to get in Netrunner, or to develop in Netrunner, is the ability to deal with the randomness of your deck, because a well put together deck has a game plan, and then sometimes the game plan just goes upside down because of all the cards that are coming into your hands or not coming into your hands. And yeah, you have to deal with it. That's basically it. Sure gamble. Okay, Respiricides. That means more damage. So now will the runner pop the Clan Vengeance now? Will they wait a bit? They're still waiting. Clan Vengeance is a trash ability, so yeah, they can still wait, I would say, or like, I mean, they can pop it on the Corp's turn. Will this be a rest, a daily quest? Probably. No. Okay. Jeez. This is tight. Yeah, I'm just checking the time here and making sure that my RPG group is not going like, man, where are you? Because they're still fine with me twitching. Not twitching, streaming, of course, but I'm streaming on Twitch, so hey, you could call it twitching. Okay, all those going for a stim hack. Into the remote. I think the runner has all the bin breakers. Indeed, so they're fine getting in. Yeah, they will probably break this. Yeah, this is... oof, this is... this is probably gonna be a steal. I mean, there's still not really eyes. This is a very interesting null build because it's all about damaging yourself and then using Clan Vengeance, and yeah. And I think I know what the play will be next. I mean, because you draw extra cards with Respiricides, so yeah. So you kind of protect yourself from hitting things randomly and so on. He has the money to pay for the Bologna. and now you have brain damage, titanium ribs. Yeah, we are reconnected to server. Oof, that was close. I hope we're all here. I mean, we have 33 games going on right now, so that's a bit big, at least for the server. I'm pretty sure there's some people after last night's stream by Jorbs and Calvin are trying the game out. Because that was super late for me to watch, so I actually haven't watched it. And I was working today, so I didn't have the time. But Calvin was trying to teach Jorbs how to play Netrunner, and I think they succeeded. I don't know. I think they both had a good time. Even though it was like a very, very long game, I think. Anyway, although it's still, well, basically, I don't know, like, you have all the breakers, you have trope. Oh, there we go. Jeez. So the clan vengeance fired. The clans of Mars are not happy. The clans of Mars just trashed your game. Yeah, apparently, according to Mark, because I wasn't there for the whole thing, or not much, but yeah, they had over 600 viewers last night watching that game. So pretty sure some people are like on JNet today going like, hey, I want to see how this works. And they're trying to figure it out. So if you see any friendlies, by the way, if you're watching the stream or if you're watching it later, and if you see any friendlies in the coming days, just, you know, be yourselves and be the lovely people you are in the community. Just we might expect a few more faces, especially from the North America side of things, I would say, because Jorbs is probably very popular over there. Okay, so oof. What can the runner do? The runner can run archives, and that's probably game, I would say. But one has to say, I mean, it was really, 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 really hard. Yeah, the corp got really, 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 really flooded with the agendas. And there was only so much, I mean, you know, 25 cards left in your deck, and you basically had 13 agenda points in, yeah, like, I mean, not really fortunate. So yeah, very, very good games today. Yeah, we can still take a very quick look. I'm just checking if I can have like another 3 minutes, maybe if I jump in here. Maybe. I will have to disconnect after this, but let's see what's going on here. We have lost. Oh no, this is. Come on, Jaina, don't do this to me. I just want to jump in very quickly and take a quick look at this table. Secret super duper password. I feel so special. I have the password. I have the power. Okay. So, second game, I believe, because they're still discussing the previous one. And yeah, we have Null versus Saraswati Mnemonics. Johnny Mnemonics, Saraswati, Bellona. Yeah, Bellona. People think Bellona would look pretty interesting in a photo, I guess. I hope the chat folks are not asleep just yet, because my commentary is a bit all over the place. But that's just because the games are so not unusual. I mean, they're all games of Netrunner, obviously, but you know, I mean, there's null everywhere and interesting IDs and like, whoa, what's going on? And Saraswati placing counters on cards and fun times. Oh. Planned what? Indeed. It's like, this is a card? Is it legal? Is it still like in standard? So the corp will have to give up some funds. You know, just sharing is caring, and you had too many credits as the corp. So yeah, you have to give some up. That's basically what just happened. Okay. Good question. Has Sanjay sleeved up Siphon Whiz by mistake? Who knows? But yeah, there's a turtle on the table. And there is a lot of influence, indeed. It's a very influential deck. Sanjay decides not to pay to steal the future perfect. It's like, nope, I don't want it. Nope, no, not interested. Nope, not for me. Not today. The future is less than perfect. I don't want to steal it. Angrim Flush. Well, you know. Angrim Flush, the ice that is very annoying if the runner has cards in their grip. If they don't, then it's not that annoying. But, you know, bad things can happen. So, event. What is it gonna be then? Oh yeah, well, Black Orchestra is still gonna fire. I mean, you're gonna name this, but the subroutines are not gonna happen. Thimble Rig. Very thin, very light ice. The turtle doing turtly things, getting through. Thimble Rig is moving around, but the runner is already on the inside. NGO. The NGO is going away. Oh wait, did they have a chance to? Yeah. Oh right, yeah, there is no, yeah, okay. Saraswati, indeed, Saraswati does not allow you to just to roll over to Saraswati. Yeah, you cannot score or res that card until the next turn begins for you. So yeah, you can use it to advance things, and then if you have an NGO with a counter from Saraswati, it's a kind of a fragile counter that cannot be used, so you have to wait another turn. Yeah. It's a nice ability though. I mean, Saraswati is a very Jinteki ability, or like a Jinteki ID. Shame it doesn't get to see more play, but then again, yeah, I mean, in the right skilled hands, it becomes a deadly weapon. Oh, we have some issues with Thimble Rig. Oh, what just happened? Okay, I may have to refresh this because things just went dark. Things just got bugged. Uh-oh, did we lose the table completely? Or is it just me? Well, that's unfortunate. No! Too many people were having fun, I believe. Are we getting DDoSed? Can somebody confirm this? Okay, I think we just lost the table, which is very unfortunate. Whoops, let me just jump into Discord and confirm what's going on. Oof, yeah, black screened. Yeah, dear folks, I think we lost the table, so they will be redoing the game. However, I have to go because. So thank you so much for watching. See you hopefully on Sunday. Remember, there's an event on Sunday that I'm going to be. I'm just going to put it up on the screen again. The Iberian lockdown. It is happening on Sunday, so. It's Iberian lockdown number 1 because there's probably going to be more. It's on Always Be Running. Take a look at it if you're interested in joining. We're going to be starting at 1 in the afternoon Central European time. Please send me your IDs and your username or preferred alias or whatever before that if you can. I'm going to be pinging people and whatnot. There are some restrictions on the ID selection. Everything else is legal. So Apocalypse is legal, Rebirth is legal, but you cannot use these IDs to start with. And yeah, there may be some prizes. We'll see, or maybe no prizes. But yeah, we have some players already, which is fun. I see some cool names there. It's going to be interesting. We have people from at least 3 different metas. 4 different metas? Well, we'll see. I mean, anyway, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching with me today and for attending this event one way or another. You all rock! I will definitely come back at some point. And I should totally switch things off because then they look funny when I start scrolling around. Anyway, take it easy. Bye-bye and see you soon.